name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hello guys, and hope you are doing well. And today is a new adventure. We are going to be live streaming on YouTube today. And essentially, today's show is all about analyzing tactics. I'm sure you guys have been there before, right? The game starts, and all you see are highlights of corners and throw-ins, and then wham, bam, you have a goal. Okay? Wham, bam. A goal comes out, boom. And then there's a throw-in, there's a corner, there's just so much happening, right? And you don't know what to fix. What the hell is going on? You think, okay, there's a highlight, right? You think there's, you see a goal going in, but you just simply don't know where to start, right? Okay, so if you face this issue, then you aren't alone. In fact, on today's show, I'm going to show you how some people analyze the game. Right, this is not some half-ass attempt at tactical analysis. If you learn how to do this, then even if you go to a real football game, you'll see things others never spot. So are you keen to learn some of this stuff? Then go get yourself a drink, get comfortable, because we're about to start our first major live stream on YouTube. Dear Lord, we're going to be talking transitions, tactics, and analysis. This is going to be one long show. All right, so I want to thank everybody for popping in. This is something we should be able to repeat successfully. All right, there has to be a method. There has to be some kind of frame of reference. So when you're playing the game itself, do you struggle to tell what's wrong? Is it the player? Is it the tactic? Or is it just a bug in the game? Yeah, bug is always the easy explanation, right? Yeah, so it is a match engine flaw, match engine glitch, whatever. So where do you start? So if this is something you really want to learn, then we have to start from a frame of reference. I have been very lucky, right? Okay, I've been involved in football in one way or the other for the last 20 over years. I'm not claiming to be a coach, right? So I'm not a coach. I just happen to have met lots of coaches. The first time I met a coach, I was very lucky to be pitch side in a training session where the coach was training a Premier League team in Singapore. That team was Geylang International. So I was on pitch side when they were champions, when they were literally a team that could challenge for titles. So I was there pitch side, got to know him. I got to observe what the coaches do. I asked him lots of questions. Then I ended up working at ESPN, and in that job I ended up going to academies, football academies, because it was such I was so interested in this side of the game. So I spent a lot of time. Went to Malaysia's Selangor Football Academy back in the 80s and 90s. They were churning out so many stars. I was there, been to Korea. I've worked with so many people. In fact, I even ended up going all the way to Sri Lanka for, I don't know if you guys can see this, the FIFA Goal Project, right? Hopefully you can see his face. At least you can see his face, right? Sepp Blatter. Right, they got Sepp Blatter's face here. I don't know, man. What am I supposed to do with this? Right, they gave me this because I was in Sri Lanka for the FIFA Goal Project. So now they're giving me a plate with his face on it. It's pretty hard to eat anything on this plate. Right? It's like you got Blatter looking back at you. And you go like, what the hell is going on here? And no, I decided it stays somewhere on the mantelpiece. It's the first time I've actually taken it down just to share it with you guys. So first, and before we jump into this whole thing, I love you guys, and we want to chat, right? So how you guys doing? I'll check out the chat. You are so good. George Floyd, how are you, man? Dario Zoji, welcome to the stream. George Floyd, who is my favorite manager in the game of football? Wow. I can't really say because everyone has something unique they bring to the table, right? But in the game of Football Manager, I've now taken my hat off to Marcelo Bielsa. Because if you watch the Forest episode, right, where I lost the first game, and you saw the start of the match, you will know I was in such a state of shock. I was in a state of awe, actually, at the start of the game. I was like, what is he doing? So, yeah, stuff like that. So pretty pretty impressed by Marcelo Bielsa in the game itself. Now, in real life, I would say that I am a fan of many coaches. I'm not one particular coach. I like Mourinho as well because of the way he's very technical and when it comes to coaching people. Then I look at coaches like Chris Wilder. I admire him. I admire how some coaches are able to extract the best from their players. I love Brian Clough. I mean, if you look at Brian, so the list goes on. I admire so many coaches. They bring so many different things with the game. And how long have I been playing Football Manager? Guys, you won't believe it. It's more than 20. I've been playing this game since the very first iteration of this game, back when there was no 2D, when all we could do was look at commentary, flashing commentary at the bottom and decide, this is what I'm going to do and how I'm going to approach the game. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to explain how I analyze tactics. So how I analyze systems, right? I will deal with your questions. I'll answer all your questions eventually, right? So bear with me while I establish the framework, because there is a framework that we need to appreciate here. So when you're analyzing tactics, what is the frame of reference I always talk about? Because it's like this. If you don't have a frame of reference, when you go into a game, you won't know if you're doing things correctly. I mean, all you have is you score a goal and stuff like this. Like if you looked at my Forest game, the first 2 matches, I didn't start with a frame of reference. I lost those 2 matches. And then on the 3rd episode, I decided to employ the frame of reference, and we went from being bottom of the table to we moved all the way to 3rd, right, on the table. So how is that possible? So it's incredible how many times people just jump into tactical analysis in the game. Don't waste your time. Don't start with tactical analysis. It's not going to help you very much if you don't have a frame of reference. And what do I mean by a frame of reference? Naturally, you got to look at things like, I will share with you something, right? Now, there are coaches in the game, many coaches in the game. We've got Pep Guardiola. We've got people like Mourinho. We've got Chris Wilder. We've got all these coaches. But a lot of coaches, what they have in common is something called they understand that you need to organize a team, right? A team needs to be organized around something. So this is actually ripped out from whose book? This is my guidebook anyway. But more important, this is ripped out from Mourinho's book, Mourinho's tactical book, right? So he gives this book. Inside this book, there's also set piece instructions, a lot of things. They break everything down, right? So when he talks about things like understanding a tactic, there's a frame of reference. Your system that is used versus what is the possible system another team is going to bring to the table. So when you're looking at your system, naturally it begins with your tactic, your plays, and the style of football that you want to play. So when you create a tactic, honestly, I don't believe in luck. Trial and error. People say, you got to try to see what works with your team. It could be a 4-2-3-1. It could be a 4-1-4-1. You change the roles and duties around. You got to try. I don't believe in any of that nonsense, right? That is like when you're not sure about something, you throw enough darts at a target, you might hit something. Okay, I don't go for that style. I refuse to go for that style because it means that you don't have a frame of reference. You start from your first attempt is actually to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Nope, doesn't work for me. So you have to have a frame of reference. So it begins by your tactic, understanding your tactic. Then when you look at it, after that, it's about how your tactic controls space. So you begin by understanding how your tactic will attack, how your tactic will defend. This means that it's time for you to enter the halls of some of the top coaches in the world, right? So in SI Towers as well, when they are building and analyzing tactics, they are looking at the same things. They are looking at how teams using the space, right? Which is one of the reasons why when there's a bug in the game or something doesn't really happen, there are people like me hollering, there's so much space here, nobody is running into it. So can we fix this? Because it doesn't make any sense. So to understand this, you need to look at your own tactic and against other systems to understand how space is going to be used. So you have to learn how to look at phases in the game. So if you look at this, you look at Mourinho's at the bottom there, he talks about phases. These are transitions: the build-up phase, the midfield organization phase, the creation phase, and the finishing phase. Now, in my book, I did this a while back, right? So if anybody's been following my work, you know I've been talking about this since, Yonkers, since the days of 2D. So I've broken it up to build-up phase, midfield consolidation phase, midfield penetration phase, and attacking phase. So basically, these are your 4 main phases when you have the ball. So when you go from back to front. So you need to understand your tactic, how it should be playing throughout these phases. And of course, that's just when you have the ball, then you also have the phases when you don't have the ball, when you have to defend. So these are things that, we have to understand about our own systems, right? Because first, you got to understand how your team is going to play. Then how is he going to play against another tactic? How is he going to play against maybe a bottom heavy tactic, or a top heavy tactic, or a neutral? What do we mean by bottom heavy? A bottom heavy is like a 5-3-2, more players in the defensive third. Top heavy tactic is like a 4-2-3-1, more players in the offensive third. So your tactic could play differently against narrow systems, against wide systems. So your frame of reference is to understand your own system and say, okay, I have to have a plan. Okay, I want to play. So you have to look at your own tactic, come up with roles and duties, and then come up with 3 game plans. You don't have to come up with 3 tactics. You just have to come up with 1 tactic with 3 game plans, and that's all you need, right? You have to ask yourself, how do you keep it safe? How do you keep the ball? How do you look for chances with minimal risk? That's the first game plan. The second game plan, you want to take some risk. You want to try and score goals, but you also want to watch out for the counter. Game plan 2. Now, the final game plan is, I'm willing to take a shitload of risk and accept the counter because I need to go for goals. This could be a situation where you're down a goal and you want to, go for it. Or you can do what Bielsa did to me. The dirty dog started with a 4-4 attacking, right? Blistering fast, right out the gate. I was on the stream relaxing away, laughing with all of you, and then I didn't look at the screen. Right, when I noticed it was a bit too late, they scored a goal, scored a second, and I went, oh God. Then he switched into a 4-1-2-3. Man, I was in pain after that. I was in so much pain. So, come up with your game plans, right? You're winning, so what else can you do? Your other game plan is, maybe you're leading, maybe you want to get more goals, you're greedy. Maybe you want to consolidate, control possession. You don't want the opposition to take control of the ball. You just want to keep it away from them, but you don't want to attack so much. And finally, you could just decide, okay, I'm going to waste time. I want to, I just want to, let's just park the bus and waste time. So these are all the plans that you can make in the game. So now you got these plans, right? Now increase your frame of reference, because this frame of reference is limited to, remember this, right? Looking at this tactic, this frame of reference is with respect to your formation, not the other team's formation. Now you got to go to the other team's formation, right? Ask yourself, what possible formations can they play? So this is where you are going to go back into the game, right? And do some research. Now, remember the game I had with Forrest? Man, I was so relaxed, right? So I didn't bother doing anything. All right, so what did I miss out on doing? I forgot to do analysis. Like, what was the other team playing? Notice I haven't even looked at my own shit in the game. So I didn't do the scouting reports. I didn't check how they would score, how they normally score their goals. I didn't look at their strengths and their weaknesses. Right? I didn't check what their preferred formations are. I didn't check to see whether they're a top heavy, bottom heavy, or a neutral system. I didn't see if they're a 5-3-2 or a 4-1-4-1, because then I have to make plans. So, and finally, I didn't check the manager's tactical knowledge, whether he's the kind of guy that's gonna switcheroo on me. None of that. Right? So after that, what I started doing was I started refining my game plan. So for every single match, what did I do on this? If you look at the stream, you'll notice for every single game, I went to their last match they played at home to identify how they would play. Then I looked at how they attack the flanks. Then I looked at how they defend corners. Then I looked at how they counter corners. Then I looked at how whether they are narrow, whether they are wide defensively. These were all the things I was doing. And then things started to get better. Have I gone to the tactical analysis screen yet? No, because This is the game plan you do before the game. This is the work you do before you head out for your match. Once you enter the game, that's a different story. And on today's show, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you all of that. So now we've gotten the frame of reference set. I hope you guys are okay with this, because I needed to set the, basically what I want to do is I just want to set the ground for you guys, right? If I don't set the ground for you guys, I don't create the frame of reference, then we're all going somewhere. And it's not going to be very helpful. It's going to be damn bloody painful. So, back to the questions, man. Back to the questions. I want to see what the questions are here. What attributes do you think are useless in the game? Wow. I mean, okay, the thing about attributes is this, right? You got to understand one thing. Attributes in this game, they all have a purpose, because the attributes shift in importance during various phases of the game. Right? For example, now, some people will say concentration is useless for a striker. Actually, it is important if you're playing a tactic that is looking to hit on the counter all the time, because then you are breaking offside traps. So if he has low concentration, it's always going to be caught offside. See? Maybe, and then somebody might say teamwork is damn important. Yeah, but you're a central defender. Why do you need teamwork for? All you need is work rate. And even then, you don't need a lot of work rate if you're camping high in the opponent's half. So every attribute in this game, try and understand what they mean, especially in reference to like different phases in a game. Then you become really good at the game. What do you think about player of Antonio Kolak? Have you ever used him in some careers? Man, I don't even know who that guy is, so I will have to try, man. Yeah, Lord Midichlorian, yeah, luck does not exist in this game. If luck existed in this game, I wouldn't be playing it. Seriously. If I needed luck to win this game, sometimes you get bad luck. You play so well. But if you take your eye off the ball, I tell you when you take your eye off the ball. You know when one of your players gets a yellow card? Do you take your eye off the ball? Because you better know where the yellow card came from, and you better find out why he got the yellow card. This is my biggest criticism of SI. SI sometimes don't give us enough yellow cards information during extended highlights. And this is what I want to see. I don't care about their corners. You get 7 corners. I don't need to see all 7 corners. Just give me the incident that led to the damn yellow card. Because that's more important. Because if a yellow card came as a result of you defending a corner, right? You attacking and you in your wing back got a yellow card from defending the counter attack. Then you have to make a change to your tactic immediately. Otherwise, the next time, you have to go attacking a corner, their fullback is going to be useless, because if somebody faster than him, that's why he got caught in the got caught with a yellow card. Can we find this guy? Sorry, Nova. That's if I give the book away, right? So basically, if people support the channel and in one way or the other, when they're supporting, I give the book away. That's it. I'm gonna start giving the book away as well for tier 3 subscribers on Twitch as well for next year. So if you're a Patreon, yeah, you will. I mean, you don't have to be a patron just to do that, because I'll do videos as well covering this kind of stuff, and then I have my handbook that comes out every year. So there's a lot of stuff I release to the public, right? I got a handbook that goes out. I got a tactics guide book that goes out with 20 over tactics. The moment the game launches, you see one book come out. So yeah, there's a lot out there for you guys. I do my best for everyone. It's just that for those guys who want to support me financially, I feel like, I should give them something, right? Because they're putting money to support the channel and support me, then, I will give them something in return. How do you beat the 4-3-3 narrow is really a pain in the ass. The 4-3-3 narrow, it's not a question of how do you fend against it. You have to look at, once again, you have to look at your tactic itself. Is it vulnerable? What is it vulnerable to? You should know this if you create a tactic. Like when you make a tactic, like a lot of people like to play the 4-1-2-3, and a hell of a lot of people like to play a high line of engagement. And an even larger number of people, for some bizarre reason, have wingbacks on attack. And they play with a high defensive line. Man, if I was playing against you in a draft match, the moment I see that, you're toast. I am so going to work against your formation. I'll score a few goals and I'll be smiling all the way to the bank. Thing is, when the formation, like for me, I was playing against Bielsa. Bielsa played a 4-2-4 and I didn't react. Such was my stupidity in the game. I was such an ass. I paid the price because I never expected Bielsa to do that. So what could I have done? Well, for one thing, I could have, made sure that my overlaps were not being used. Another thing I could have done was to make sure I don't pass into space, which I was doing. And the third thing was, for heaven's sakes, the tactic I was using was just going to get torn apart. I mean, I was so relaxed about the first game that I didn't realize that his 4 strikers were going to rip my 3 defenders apart, which is exactly what happened. So yeah, you have to understand your own tactic, and you can. What do you look for first if you have a losing streak? If you have a losing streak, the first thing you want to do, all right, is you want to start drawing again. Don't worry about winning. Worry about, the worst thing about a bad run is true for real life is that a lot of teams, when they start their games, right, they get 1 defeat, they get 2 defeats. Then everybody from commentators to pundits to coaches to psychologists and their grandmothers are going to say, please don't lose the 3rd game, because your players won't be able to handle the pressure after that. So very, very important, you don't lose the next game. So you look at your tactic and you identify players who are not doing their jobs. Because things like positioning, things like work rate, things like bravery become really important. These are the players you want to watch, and you want to identify whether these are the players that are letting you down. Look out for things like, why did you pick up yellow cards? Because the moment a player picks up your yellow card, then he is, he's not going to be very helpful against fast breaks. So you're looking to tighten up your match, and then, you try not to lose games. So what do you want to do? You want to try and make sure that you do things like keep the ball a bit more effectively. Like, pass it shorter, play a bit more narrower offensively so your players can hang on to the ball. So grind out results. If you are forced to, maybe change your formation. Take a look at your formation. Can you really play this formation? The safest formation to play when you're an underdog is probably the 4-2-3-1 deep or the 4-1-4-1. The 4-1-2-3 rather. Okay, let's look at some of the other questions. Leadership is kind of useless. I don't factor in leadership, honestly. Composure is more important, work rate is more important, especially when you're deciding on captains. So captains, like, personality is more important, composure and work rate. That's it. Get these qualities for a captain in your soul. Because teamwork and work rate. What am I saying composure for? That's a penalty taker. For captains, leadership is just not that important. Which teams can play with a high tempo? It's not which teams can play with a high tempo, mate. It's what kind of players can play with a high tempo. When you're playing at a high tempo, there's a lot of aggression. You're moving the ball up the pitch very quickly and coming back very quickly, right? So you're spending a lot of time in transitions, very fast transitions. So you need good players to do that. You need players who've got stamina, they've got work rate. You need these kind of players in your system. So if you want to play these kind of matches, then make sure that you have the right kind of players for it. Okay, guys, don't forget, right? I also stream on Twitch, right? So if you want to catch me on Twitch, you can. I am on Twitch. I try to be on Twitch as often as I can. And occasionally, I'm there, doing my own thing. And on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe this show. And hopefully, the algorithm, because liking a show helps with the algorithm as well. So stay notified. Especially, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these live streams coming up very, very soon on YouTube. So you guys are going to... Yeah, I want to do live streams. I enjoy them more. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the other questions you guys have. How do you get more possession like Barcelona every game? Every game, just make sure that you're playing with the right setup, right? Like you can... The thing is that high possession is a question of how many... Whether you have the passing triangles, you've created the passing triangles in your tactic for you to move the ball around. Like, some tactics like the Barcelona likes the 4-3-3, right? So they play the 4-3-3. So you're going to be looking at making sure that during the transitions, this is one of the reasons why I said this earlier. Remember this picture I showed you guys about Mourinho, defensive organization. You have to become a master at looking at transitions, and that's what we're going to be doing on today's show. Hey, Godspurs, how are you, man? Is it safe to let your assistant manager set up team training? Yeah, of course it is. Just make sure that the individual training is taken care of by you if you need to, and match preparation as well. To some extent, it's not entirely safe. I definitely wouldn't let my assistant hear opposition instructions with a 10-foot pole. 10-foot pole. No way. Because, I'll tell you why. A lot of people don't say this, but if you want to do this, you better make sure that he's got good judging, he's got good tactical ability. Make sure that he's got good judging play ability. Finally, make sure he can play your system. Like as he likes that as a system. And he's got the same kind of pressing style. Because all these things are taken into account when they choose their OIs. Right? So, like I have a very specific way of setting my OIs up. I wouldn't let anybody play with it. Because if you, like for example, sometimes they'll tell you to OI and AMC in a 4-2-3-1 and hard tackle him and tight mark him. And you go like, okay, done, I'll choose what he wants to do, man. Then the next thing you know, the AMC is pulling everybody apart. What if the AMC is a trequartista? You're done. Because he's going to pull him out of position and you go the opposition and go, hey, I got thank you for the parting of the Red Sea. So yeah, wow, I'm getting a lot of questions, man. How to beat a fella like 4-4-2? Just take over the game, play behind their lines, draw them on, and hit them with quick counters. I've never had a team gathering, even when I was bottom of the table. Have you seen my relegation series? Like Saving Ustandé is coming up soon. Save a club from relegation. Did you once see me do a tactical briefing? Did you see me once do the team briefing? You don't need all that shit. Look, if your tactic is not good, if you haven't set up your tactic properly, no amount of tactical briefings, team talks, body language is going to save the day. Right? That's it. Get your tactic correct first on the day. What is the most effective way to get better with tactics when you don't fully understand how everything fits together? Wow, that's a deep question that deserves a really long answer. Watch a lot of football. What I'm gonna try and do today on today's show is explain analysis. This approach that I do, I use it in actual football games when I analyze teams. So much so that when you will develop a certain skill set, then when you're watching a game, you will identify gaps in their tactic. And that's when you become, your friends will get very annoyed because you'll be sitting down there. You could be 2 goals up and you could be telling your friends, no, we're going to lose this game 3-2 unless they do this. And if that happens, that happened to me that situation happened to me when Liverpool lost to Bournemouth. I was with my friends watching the game. And then I saw Emre Can go down and I saw the transition after that. And I was watching all the transitions involving Emre Can. And then I told my friends, that's it, we're losing the game. And we were up. My friends looking at me, you nuts, you're going to win this game. All over Bournemouth, no, we're going to lose this game. Definitely losing this game. And we ended up losing this game. Because you don't watch how the goals... Your idea here when you look at transitions is not to look at how you score goals. It's how you're developing play. That's more important. How you look at, with and without the ball. How do you play against a 5-man defense? Against a 5-man defense, don't let the wing-backs out. Play really high, aggressively against them. What's the most effective way to get better with tactics? So you need a lot of practice, so watch the games. And then getting better with tactics is very simple, right? Having game plans. We'll cover that on today's show. My family is doing well, man. Thanks for asking, Godspurs. Thank you very much for asking how I'm doing, how the family is doing. The wife is asking me whether I want a Cornish, spicy Cornish. She just sent me a message. Would you like an English spicy Cornish? I'm really, yes, bring it home. I don't know where she found the spicy Cornish because it's my favorite. Then I went to London. I was in the UK. I was in Cornwall, right? So I was driving the car, and then that was many years back. So I was actually back when I was actually playing golf. So I went for a round of golf, and then I was driving this car. I came across this pub, and they had spicy Cornishes. I mean, I did not leave the pub. I did not leave the pub for 2 hours. I was just sitting down there eating them spicy Cornishes away. Oh, will we be able to view this video? Yeah, of course. Definitely, man, Robbie. 100%. How to play counter, lower engagement, high tempo? Well, basically, counter football is to soak and hit, right? You can do it on any settings. It's more your line of engagement that's more important. So your line of engagement is important. When you can counter on any tempo, frankly speaking. Ideally, you want to counter on higher tempos, right? So you can move the ball up the pitch. But the most important thing about a counter system is not the mentality. It is your line of engagement. That's it. That's all it is. Because you're determining where you're going to win the ball. Then after that, you got to be a bit intelligent with your pressing as well. So you got to decide how you want your players to press and win the ball back. And then finally, when they do win the ball back, how are they going to launch the counters? Right? Where are they going to launch the counters? Is there a play in your system? Is there a play in your system who's sitting in the defensive third, willing to play that pass out? Because there's no point playing a low line of engagement and all you got is a ball-winning midfielder as in the DM slot when you win the ball. They pass the ball to him. He goes like, I'm the ball winning midfielder. What do you want me to do with this ball, man? Then they go like, yeah, counter attack. Then they go like, but I'm a ball winning midfielder. I only gonna pass the ball to my friend. And he passes it to a box to box midfielder. Box to box midfielder goes, okay, I'm supposed to dribble this ball all the way to the other side. He got a Carrillo beside him. And he goes like, don't give me the ball. I'm a Carrillo. See, that can be a problem. So your roles and duties are important. And I don't care about the AI. The AI has been designed to play in a certain way, right? You don't have to play the same way the AI plays. How do you create clear-cut chances with a 5-4-1 AI park the bus? Work it to death by low tempo, playing direct and wide. Right? If your tactic is good, it's gonna rip it apart. And then learn how to use underlaps, how to use overlaps. Like, yeah, learn to use underlaps. Yeah, a lot of people play the game. They don't really understand the game, and we're gonna cover that very soon. I'm just answering all these questions, man. Going to stream here now. Going to stream both, like, you know, on. I'm going to do Twitch, but I'm also going to do YouTube. But I prefer YouTube, so yeah. Slowly, we're gonna do more and more YouTube streams because I love streaming on YouTube. Right? Okay, so now especially I can do higher quality streams on YouTube. So I can even do a 4K stream on YouTube, man. So like. On Twitch, you got so much issues on doing this kind of streams. Okay, let's get on, right? Let's get on with this. All right, so now we've done this, right? So we've talked about analyzing tactics and all that stuff. Okay, let's get down to the meat of the matter. Okay, so we're gonna use this Velez save as an example, right? So okay. First up, I've got a tactic. So I need to understand my own tactic. Okay. So next match is in 3 days time, and look at my players. Holy cow. I gotta look at the training calendar, man. Okay, what am I gonna do? Custom balance. I'll just go balance. I don't want to try too much. I don't want to be too what's the word for it? Too ambitious right now. Okay, so I just want to keep things simple. This is my laziest way of playing the game. Really, this is the laziest way. No thought needed. I mean, the attributes do develop, but not as perfectly as I would in some of my other saves, right? Like, if I wanted to develop fullbacks, like playmaking fullbacks, I'll have to use something like this. This is my playmaking fullback routine, and it has developed some phenomenal playmakers. Peter! Long time no see, man! How are you? Welcome back! So excited to see a lot of old timers. I'm so excited, man. Damn! Oh my god, so many of you old timers are back. Oh man, I miss all of you. Yeah, we're streaming a lot on YouTube. We're going to. Furthermore, I don't have to be distracted by. I'm not saying that I don't want the subscriptions from Twitch and all that. I mean, I do appreciate that, but here at least I don't get distracted by subscriptions and stuff. You guys come in, you watch the stream, yay, you know. You don't have to tape, you don't have to do all that nonsense. Okay, so you just have to enjoy the streams, and that's what I love about this. L4, you see all the old timers are running in. It's like all of you went out for drinks together, is it? Like Peter, Tim, and Alpha. All of you went out for drinks together and then decided to come on the stream at the same time. Must be, man. This must be it. Okay, so alright. Okay, so once again, let's not detract ourselves. The goal here is very simple, right? I want to be very specific about the goal on today's stream. Okay. Let's set the stage again. You've been watching what have I been doing on YouTube lately? On Twitch, a lot of challenge streams, right? I've got a tactical challenge going on Twitch, which is really, really crazy. And we might move it to YouTube as well, which is I have to play a different tactic every month in the game. I'm insane. Right, so that's the first challenge. So you guys on Discord better vote for what I'm using on Monday. Okay. The second thing I've been doing is all these relegation challenges, right? So relegation challenges teach me a lot as well. So, how do you save the team from relegation? So you got to prepare for matches all the time. So these kind of situations, you have to prepare. You have to do your analysis. You have to get things right because you have only X number of games, and you usually only have 10 games to save a club from relegation. And I have to get it done. So I finally managed to get the thing off my back because it's the one challenge I haven't been able to do. So I managed to achieve it in FM20. So that's done as well. And you'll see that Ustende challenge coming up very soon because we did it on Twitch as well. So it's coming here. Matt Aquilina, how are you, man? Matt! Oh my goodness, you guys are back. Do you think the FM will do different training to different groups in the future? I think it might be. It might happen, but no. I'm not too sure, man. I'm not really value your FM use, man. Oh, thanks, man, Ronit. How do you plan training calendar for preseason? For preseason, look at improving players. Do a lot of physical, I'll show you a preseason schedule, right? This is my preseason general. So you see all this endurance resistance. This is important. You want to fatigue them out really quickly so that they last, because you want to build up the natural fitness leading into the new season. So this is what I do normally. So that's all you have to do. Okay, so let's talk about a tactic. First, we have to create the frame of reference, and I think I'm going to lose this match. Look at the situation, man. Let's just go a bit closer to game day because I'm very depressed looking at my team because we've been playing a lot of matches in quick succession, right? So we're just going to go right into game day, and then we're going to do our analysis. We're going to prepare for this game. Okay. All right, once again, I want to thank everybody for popping into the stream today. Fantastic crowd. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Okay, whole team meeting. Do I do that? Nah, forget it. There are certain things I don't do in this game. Whole team meetings, whole tactical briefings, and give the assistant manager control over my OIs. These three things I never do. Okay, you don't need it. In fact, you don't need to play with OIs in the game. You can remove OIs if you don't even feel comfortable with it. Trust me, it's better to play. Okay, in terms of priority, you control your OI is the best. Second best, remove all OIs. Don't even use them. Right? You can get away from not using a single OI in the game. And thirdly, is you don't even play the game. Just holiday mode. Because you don't want to see what happens. Okay? Whatever it is, never give you a... I don't like giving the guy the option. All right, so let's look at our tactics. So let's understand how we're going to control space with this tactic. Okay, first we start from the back. This is very important. When you want to create a tactic, you're always looking at how you want to control space and how you are going to attack them. Are you counter-attacking them? Are you camping, right? Are you playing a control possession kind of game? This is what I call a middle block. But here with a higher defensive line, it means my fullbacks are going to support the midfield transitions very, very aggressive, quite aggressively, but not as aggressively as a much higher defensive line. If I go much higher, this is very aggressive. So I'm going to be vulnerable to offsides and stuff. And I don't want to do that because my team is generally got two problems. First, they're the shortest team in the league. We're so short. Even the goalkeeper can't touch the bar. His aerial reach is only 10. My aerial reach is higher than this goalkeeper's aerial reach, which is so terrible. I mean, I can actually jump and tip, right? Both sides of the corner. I mean, when I was younger, that is. But this is terrible. So he's got really bad aerial reach. Okay, so this says that I'm doing a middle block. So I'm waiting for the opposition to play the ball in midfield or in their third, and we'll start pressing them there, and we'll try to win the ball. So basically, this kind of a block is probably the best block in the game. Standard and high is the best because you're trying to break a team down when they are transitioning from the transition from defense to midfield, right? They will enter something called in midfield is the consolidation phase where fullbacks are going to move up the pitch. That phase is called the midfield consolidation phase. That's where I want to break them. This is where it's going to happen because I've set the lineup exactly to do that. So this sets up a break in their consolidation phase. Now, when I lose the ball, and after controlling it, this is counter press, this counter, this is fine. Okay, what about this? Fairly narrow says, I'm telling my boys to do wall passes, pass inside and out. So everybody comes closer together. So this means that what am I trying to do here? Here, I'm actually trying to play it safe. I don't want to lose the ball. I want to control the game, right? I'm not playing any risky stuff. Maybe running through the tiers is about the only thing. And I have an aggressive overlap here, which with a halfback here coming in here, he'll split the line up. So this guy will be a bit higher. So this is a very aggressive flank. So this is a flank that I want to watch in my transitions, because this flank can be very vulnerable, but it can also be definitely very attacking, because we've got Volante here inside forward. They'll come together to create like an overload, right, in this side of the pitch, with the Trequartista dropping down. So the Volante could release the inverted winger, and this could become a pocket for us to create 2v1s, 1v1s for players to score goals. So I can expect these guys to get in on the act. All right, so this is not too bad. And it's just one version of the tactic. Now, I created 3 because these are different things that I do, right? So remember what I said about game plans? This is my, what if the AI decides to don't want to come out, doesn't want to play football with me, and I have to go camping. So this is when I go camping. Work ball into box, I overlap, but I go more direct. I slow down my tempo because I don't need to rush too much anymore. I mean, whatever for. I mean, they're not coming out, so why do I want to rush the game? I might as well just move them around patiently from left to right and let my players do their thing. Then counter press, and this higher line means this is a higher block, right? So I'm literally in their third. Same tactic, right? Now this is my third tactic. It's the same tactic. This is another one. This is Molten. This is for fun. All right, this is here. This is this is the glorious Molten system, but we're not going to use it. We're just using Dick Steel. We're not using Molten. Molten we can just let it go. I'm not going to use it. Okay. All right. So now our next match. So we are playing River at home. So we have to figure out what's going on. So first things we can do. I mean, we can look at the scouting report, but I'm not going to bother with the scouting report. I'm more interested in what they actually have done at home. Now, okay, so let's look for River. I think I played them this season. There we go. Away. Nope, not interested. Oh, I haven't got a home game against them this season. Oh, this is tough. Okay, so we go to River. We go to schedule, senior squad. This is their schedule. So how have they played at home themselves? So let's look at a game that they play at home and they won. They play against Union. So now we're going to watch key highlights. Okay. During the game, I'll explain to you what highlights mode you should be using, right? What widgets you should be using in the game, because the widgets are also important. So corner, nothing here. Just look at the highlights. You don't have to look at heat maps and stuff just here. Just understand how they move the ball. That's it. So they're playing from right to left. This is a direct attack. So this guy is probably a ball-playing defender, because he didn't play a simple pass. He played a rather technical pass. On the turn, he looks for a player straight away. And they got 3 players waiting to break the line. Oh, I better watch out. So if I got a high line, but, hang on. This is not River. Oh, yeah, I might be looking at the wrong team, man. River is Franco Armani on the pitch number 1. Yeah, this is River, correct. This is River attacking. So this is their goalkeeper. So again, they come in and they play. They have a break. Okay. Confirm. I was right. I have to be very wary about their attacks. They are playing a very this is what I call a very structured system. Yeah. I have a very, very structured system. Okay, so the structures, they have a very structured system that looks to attack teams from back to front. During the course of a match, you can actually see their roles and duties if you want, right? So this is an attack. They're playing with a 4-3-3 narrow. So these guys are attacking the channels immediately. This guy is dropping deep, and this is confirmed by this tactic. So this guy goes up and then goes down the flanks, plays they're wait, hold on. Now I got to figure out whether they're underlapping or not. But this is not underlap. This is a low cross. Okay, this is going to be tough. This team is not going to be easy to play with. Okay, so throw-ins and all, I'm not going to bother very much. It's just important to understand how the 3 strikers drop in and out as transitions and how high their fullbacks are. So they also, if I allow them too much time and space in my third, they're going to take shots from outside the box. Okay, so I cannot have a low defensive line, and definitely no standard defensive line. If I play with a standard defensive line, I'm in a world of hurt as well. This is so that's going to be a problem. So again, they got this guy is definitely overlapping or an attack duty, 100%. Either attack duty or overlapping. Look what happens, right? He goes up, boom. They haven't even entered the next phase. Like they're still in the consolidation phase, but this is definitely an attack duty or overlapping. So it's very aggressive, which means that this guy's going to check. Now, I just want to see. Yeah, he checks back. So this could be an overlapping play. Sorry, an attacking duty. My bad. With overlaps, maybe, not too sure. Again, ooh, that's a set piece, man. This is a throw-in. Do they have nobody? Yeah. See the problem here, this guy, he's on a yellow card and they're not marking the far post. See this guy? They're marking him. Oh, they're actually marking him far post. The guy did a brilliant shot from outside. Ooh, this is going to be annoying. This is a set piece. So 4-3-3, I got to watch out for their pace. They got a lot of players that are very strong at set pieces. They got long shot specialists. Okay, this is gonna be painful. And this is River Plate. No, these are the favorites for the title. I'm the pretender to the throne, man. We're the shortest team in the land, and we want to beat the best team in the land. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. They don't do so well when there's a block. Now, if there's a deep block, they struggle. But they got a lot of their set pieces are deadly. Okay, so what's my plan? Okay, first up, they're playing with that system that they're playing, right? Which is the 4-3-3, right? They got players to attack, but in doing so, they also leave a lot of vulnerable. They leave space vulnerable at behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to use my easy dick steal. I'm going to spend like the first 5 minutes looking at this guy because he's going to be very important. He has to drop into this area, and this guy should be able to cover. This is, if there's anything I change in this game, the first thing I do is I take this off the attack duty, right? The second thing we're not going to do is going to keep this line of engagement because these two are going to prove a problem. Now, I cannot play narrow defensive with, right? If I play with a narrow defensive with, then nobody challenges those strikers when they get the ball, which could be a problem. Okay, so that's the other thing. So we've done all that. Now, inbox scouting report. Let's see if I can get a scouting report on this team. River. See, this tells me they also have a 4-2-3-1 in their piggyback. Cautious, structured, winger, inside forward, attacking midfielder, deep line forward. If they played a 4-3-3, I should be worried. Now, if they played this, they got inside forward attacking this way. They got a winger giving them width. So we need to find another time when they might have used this tactic. So we're going to go back to River again. I got to look at the other tactic they might be using. At home, who else have they played at home? They play Lanús. What was this match like? 3-1. 4-2-3-1. Now, the other formation that they have. You know who's the most annoying manager? Bielsa in this game. You know why? He has two tactics in the same game. I never met a manager so tactically astute as Marcelo Bielsa in the game. Okay, these guys are very wide. They've got two support duties here. Yep. Guy pushes up. And they're playing with, let's see. Yeah, they're playing with underlaps. Okay, if they're playing with underlaps, then I should be wary of the fact that they're looking for inside runs. So with my two DMs, I should be fine. If they play the 4-2-3-1, I should be okay. And go wide again. Comes inside again. And then looking for another run. Yeah, if I keep my pack dense enough, I should be okay. But they're going to do a lot of crossing, so we cannot give up the flanks. I cannot go defensive with wide. I'm in trouble if I do that. Right? Their press, they have a high press. See this? This is high. They are doing a very high press. So they've got, this is their one weakness. They love to do this. They love to do high pressing, a lot of aggressive pressing here. Now, if they do this, they might leave themselves open. Yep, exactly that has happened. Okay, right. So enough is done. Okay, we've seen their tactic. So what's my plan? My plan is to use this tactic still. So I've got my plan A. I want to be patient. I don't know what's going to happen in the game, so we're going to be very patient during the game, and then we're going to determine what to do next. You can also keep possession without using work ball into box. Yeah, I definitely am going to be very careful with this team because I don't want to do work ball into box in this game. You see, the thing is this, right? Sometimes you play possession, you use work ball into box. But if you're not a good team, why do you want to use work ball into box for? If you are not a good team, use work ball into box, you could get into more trouble, right? Because you might lose the ball in the opponent's third. So you want to avoid that as well. So like, don't go there, man. I don't know, man. Whoa, all of you, Costis, Molten. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a low-level team, right? That's why they went 4-3-3. Okay, let's see. Let's quick pick. I'm too lazy. Okay. I don't know what I have available. Look at that, 85%. He can barely get himself, I don't know, to the training pitch, man, today. Holy cow. Fitness test, Floran Monzon. Okay, let's see now. What do we have? Janetti Abraham. Okay. He's still like my defenders, right? Jumping reach 12. Jumping reach 13. Hoyos, aerial reach. I'm not lying when I say his aerial reach is only 10. This is my keeper, guys. Alright? So when I say we are the worst team in the land in terms of physical attributes, I shit you not. Okay, this is the worst team. And look at where we are. We're top of the table. Our wins this season have been quite solid. But we lost one game this season. We lost to Boca Juniors. So this is it, man. The Recopa Sudamericana. Okay, let's look at our players. Okay, we got Danny DeVito, Faye Guido. This Faye Guido is named after. This is actually, I don't know if you guys know Strikers.com. Guido Mary. His daughter, his name is Faye. He gave birth. They gave birth to. They're lucky enough to get Faye into the world this year. So in honor of that, man. Is it handy to say our team mentality to balance? Handy to say our team mentality to balance? Well, okay, there's a golden mean for mentality in this game. What I call a golden mean is what's a good mentality and you can't go wrong with it, right? Positive. You can't go wrong with positive because it takes just the right amount of risk in a game, right? Without overcommitting. So positive is actually the golden mean. You want to start on anything, start on positive. You can have counter-attacking tactics on positive, you can have attacking tactics on positive, so it's pretty okay. Yeah. The thing here is that, like, if I'm looking at my tactic, what will happen is this. Right? Watch the mentality. This guy's very attacking, right? This guy is cautious. This guy is cautious. This guy should be positive because he's got a positive. He's a wing back. He's also a very positive guy by nature. This guy, on the other hand, he's a different mentality. He's very attacking. So if you drop it down to balance, okay, what's going to happen is this guy should still be attacking now. So this guy's mentality will drop down to balance, so he may not be taking so many risks. So if you want to, you can. But understand, it's not the team mentality that you should be focused on. It's how the other players in the team react to the mentality. That's more important. Right? So I like to be positive because I'm that kind of a guy. I'm shit scared of. I don't ever play on low mentalities, man. No, the golden mean. Golden mean, man. In FM, since positive has been the golden mean for mentality since FM 14, 15. Yeah. All right, so they're attacking 4-2-3-1. All right, now, second thing we do, right? Now it's match day, right? Okay, what are the things you pay attention to? Okay, stop. Immediately stop here. Okay. You go down to your widgets, right? So I'm going to slow down the thing. I'm going to have to slow this thing down because normally I play at key highlights. So which highlights are the best? Okay, first let's start with this. Which highlights should you be watching your games on? If it's the first time you made your tactic, it's comprehensive. Why? You need to see a transition starting from the goalkeeper leading to an attack that ends with an attack on the opposition goal. You have to see one. If you don't see one, find out where it broke down. Because that means, remember Mourinho? Again, I'm going to show you this picture again. Remember this picture? Come on. Okay. Your phases of play. Your first phase, build up play. Second phase, organization through midfield. And your third phase, creation of opportunities. Fourth phase, finishing. If you don't even you need to see your team go through the phases. If they don't go through the phases, you have to ask yourself, where did it go wrong? Why did it go wrong? Because that's important. Now, once you are flying with your tactic, right? You understand your tactic. You've seen enough. You see how long do you need to see it for? Like 1 minute, 2 minutes? You're fine. Once you see 1 or 2 highlights, you should be able to proceed from there. But you're only looking for that one highlight, right? You're also looking for the one highlight that shows them attacking you. Where did you break up their play? You need to identify that too. So these are the 2 highlights you want to see. Once you've seen these highlights, you can watch it on commentary mode. Doesn't really matter after that because I played on commentary mode all the time. You don't need to play it you don't have to see another highlight ever again if you choose not to. Brilliant. You don't have to. But what if you choose to watch highlights? Then watch it on extended highlights. Why extended? Because once you've seen your transition, you don't need to watch it anymore. Then you identify where it breaks down. If you saw one transition that led to a successful attempt on goal, then you don't need to watch it on comprehensive anymore. You can watch it on extended. If you didn't see one, then I recommend you stay on comprehensive until you see one, because this means that something is wrong with your tactic. Is it a player? Is there a lack of support? Should you do something? Be very wary of reacting to all the highlights. You're just looking for that one highlight. In the whole set of highlights, just one highlight, starting from your keeper. You're looking for transition highlights, how your team defends. So that's it. Once that's done, you can watch your extended highlights. Then you're golden, because you just have to enjoy the game from that point onwards. So this is the highlights mode you want to choose. So we're going to do it on comprehensive because something is happening after this, and I want to show it, and I'll show you guys as well. Opposition instructions. Let's go to opposition instructions. Do I do opposition instructions? I do personally. My opposition instructions are very simple. I don't like ever, you know how fullbacks come into your third and they start, crossing the ball? I don't like that, right? I hate that. I just don't want them to do this. So what I do is I do 2 things. First, I put pressing intensity on the fullback so that when they come into my third, there's an order coming from the top says close them down. And then I also like to break legs. Their goalkeeper. Because this actually works in 2 situations, right? It works in very quick transitions. It works in set pieces as well. Yeah. So we're off. We're off and running. Now we watch highlights. Now in case this is the tactical strategy part. Okay, guys. This is now we come to the tactical strategy. I have a team of short asses. 10, 11, 12. They can't jump to save their lives. All right. So this is very important. I want you to understand this. They can't jump. Right. They are South Americans who can't jump. All right. So what do? We have, in South America, you can play on 7 different pitch sizes. Yes, 7. I'm not joking. In England, we only have 3. Small, medium, and large. That's it. Okay. But in South America, you have 7. You can have a really short pitch. You can have a square pitch. You can have a long rectangle pitch. You have insane amount of choices. So I decided in South America to give them a very narrow pitch so that, hey, dude, you're not going to get much space on the flanks, man. And we made it really long because it takes you a long time to get there as well. So it's been working so far. The strategy has worked. But it kind of, of course, there's a downside for me as well because I can't use the flanks very well. But so far, we've done okay. So now the game kicks off. So we've done that. So now I'm looking at a transition. This is a transition, right? These are my support duties. Okay, all I do is I look at them. I go like, okay, not too bad. Got options. We're not being stupid with the ball. And look at that, you sweet thing you. Who was that? Quick reference, it came from the Volante. Remember what I said earlier about the players that you need to release the ball? He did it. And guess why? That is why I have a fullback on attack. Because once the guy on the right gets the ball, that guy shouldn't be too far away as an option. He gets the ball. Okay, not too bad. We're still hanging on to the ball against River Plate. They're going in. No worries. Okay? They're defensive. We didn't get a very good chance on goal. It's all right. It's okay. Okay. It means that if I can control the match later, what can I do? Go wide, go wider, slow down the tempo, and hope for runs. What else can I do? Maybe change the overlap to an underlap. So he looks for targets inside the box. Might come in handy, though I don't think I should bother. because an overlap is still a better option for this tactic. Okay, so again, another highlight with us. Not too bad. Almada with the ball again. No, we're looking better now. Now I've got a shot inside the box, because what do you want to look for now? Okay, the second thing you're looking for in your games when you're analyzing the game, because I haven't even gone to analysis yet. You see, this is the reason why tactical analysis using all this information is fucking useless. Don't waste your time. Excuse the language, right? I should have hit the beep button. Okay, it's useless. At this point, don't waste your time. Visual confirmation is very important. You got to look at your chances. There's something called, in real life, called XGA in the game, right? That's expected goal attempts, right? In this game, I coined a new term. Nobody's coined it before. I coined it. I call it sideboard. Shots inside the box on target, right? These are the shots that do not emanate from set pieces, corners, dead ball situations. They're all open play, and they are not headers. So if you can get enough chances inside the box that have been finished off with the feet, then it's a good chance. So that chance was not bad, but I think it was, with the head. So here it is important to understand the value of 2D and the value of 3D. 2D doesn't give me the information. 3D does. So occasionally it's better for you to be, I prefer to watch it on 3D, right? Because then I can see whether the quality of the chances are good. Now, oh shit, there's another thing I forgot to tell you guys. We're going to do that very soon. Okay, is your widgets. Your widgets are very important. Okay, how do you set up your game screen? All right, so now I'm watching their attacks, right? So let's look at the widgets, right? Which are the most important widgets? You got formation. Naturally, this is important, but honestly, it's just taking up screen space. I don't really like it. I've got a better way of getting the information. The other widget is very important. This is the most important widget in the game. This is called the action zone widget. Why is the action zone widget tells you? What does it tell you? It tells you where possession is being controlled in the game. Here, this says that since the game started, all the action is in their half by the team in white. Right? They haven't had the ball in our third, but we have literally controlled midfield since the game started. But it's only 3 minutes, so who gives a shit? Okay, what are the things I don't pay attention to? The one thing I really don't pay attention to is body language. Why? There are leading and lagging indicators in the game, right? What's a leading indicator? A leading indicator is when the action is happening, the indication is coming straight, the information is coming to you straight away. So it is not a result of something else. A lagging indicator is if the event has already happened. So this indicator that we see is a result of certain events that have already transpired in the game. So body language is what I call a lagging indicator, because your tactics, changes in the game and all that, they're more important, because the result, the body language of a player is the result of a tactic, right? It's the result of events that have unfurled in the game. So, I mean, if a player is complacent or whatever, he's nervous and all that, that doesn't do any difference, because a player can be nervous for a lot of reasons. Maybe it's his first game. Maybe, he didn't go to the toilet before the match, Body language is not critical. So don't waste your time with body language. What you want to pay attention to is things like the widgets, is the formation widget, and action zones. These are only two ones. Then you're looking for things like this. Okay, build up play. This is not too bad. What happened just now? The goalkeeper kicked the ball. My defensive line is sweet, perfect. My line of engagement, brilliant. Why? They can't even get into the midfield transition phase. Okay, so we've got the ball. Now, okay, good. Brilliant. Chance. Another one connected inside the box. So I usually have a count, right? That's like a few chances already that we've had. Okay, build up play. Oh, look at this fullback running like a speed demon, getting into the box. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, now here we go, right? Okay, come on. Give me a widget, please. We've got match speed during text only highlight. Match speed between highlights. I needed this to be very slow. Okay. That was my problem. Okay, cuts back. Nice. Build up play, guys. Comes in the box. Cut back. Oh. We have our transition. Phase 1, good. Check. Phase 2, brilliant. Check. Phase 3, check. What have I got left? This last transition is what we call the attacking transition. That's fine, because the attacking transition is usually the assist that leads to the goal. I'm golden. All I gotta do now is just observe the game. Because tactically, the analysis is being done on the spot, right? 5 minutes in, we know our tactic is good. It's at this point where you can go, forget comprehensive. Now I got too much information, right? I'll just watch it on extended highlights. We can do that, but let's not do that just yet. Let's just keep on having fun because this is the first defending corner routine that we've had to worry about. Okay. So we go now. You sweet thing, you. Now, you definitely didn't eat anything. Okay, now we come to the second thing. Your on-screen widgets. Why have I chosen these widgets? See, I can do this. I can have this. But honestly, I don't really care about this because, like I said, right, body language is what we call a lagging indicator. If your tactic is fucked up or screwed up, excuse the language again, if your tactic is screwed up, okay, no amount of the body language is not going to help you at all, right? What does aggressive tell me? My defenders are aggressive. That sounds like a good plan because they're trying to win every single ball. But what does the rest of the body language? Now, body language it's only when things go wrong that your body language starts to change, and that's why I call it a lagging indicator. What's more important is this. This is more important because during the course of a match, they can change roles and duties. They can change attack duties. Sometimes the guy will shift up, shift down, and this is something that I get worried with. And this is what I didn't pay attention to in my Bielsa match against Leeds. He started with a freaking 4-2-4. I was like talking to you guys, yeah, having fun. The guy scored 2 goals and I went, holy shit, what is he doing? He's got a 4-2-4. And I reacted on the stream. But the problem is after they scored the goal, they went to a 4-1-2-3. And that is the worst formation to, if they got a 4-1-2-3, it's going to be hell for me to break them down. Second thing you can do is this, guys. Formations. You see what's going to happen during the course of a match is their roles and duties are going to show up. It will tell you who's creative, who's attacking the space. That's all you need to know, right? So, nothing else. So we can carry on watching the game. So I'll go back to my tactic. I can watch this. I normally don't even bother with the rest of the game. But I mean, body language has a use. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think body language is quite valuable, but as a lagging indicator, it can tell you things like whether or not a player is performing well. It confirms visual analysis. That's the most important thing. You need to know whether your tactic is solid. Because if your tactic is solid, then it will confirm visual analysis, whether the player is playing badly or not. Because right now, everything is working kosher, right? Guidara did well. Oh! Velez! What a goal! What a goal! What a goal for Parial! He put it between the two players. One guy's ass shot the shot. What a strike from Parial! Look at that. Oh, that's fine. Nothing we need to do. This is River Plate, on top of the table. River Plate, the giants of South America. Okay. Highlight. Yellow card has happened, right? Notice comprehensive highlights. Have you noticed? They just went past it. This is my criticism for SI. This is the one thing I hate in the game. I can be on comprehensive highlights and they don't show me yellow cards. And this is the reason why, if there's one pet hate I have of this game, is they don't show me the people who get yellow cards or the event that happened. And it really pisses me off. So if there's one thing I need to fix in FM21 is this. Really, I've had it, I can't take it anymore. I can't take this Mickey Mouse shit no more. All right, so we want to see why this yellow card happened. This is important, right? What caused this yellow card? Right, so we got this. No, the guy already got the yellow card. We were attacking. This is it. Okay, so we got a yellow card. Or they could have shown me the yellow card. I didn't notice it myself. I could be an idiot in that sense. Okay, all right. The body language is not important. Don't waste your time with it. You see, okay, game developers have done this for many, many years. Have you played WoW? Have you played all kinds? I've been playing games since I was what? Look, I've been reviewing games since I was 20. I mean, I'm professionally reviewing games. I used to review games of PC Gamer. I used to review games for a lot of articles, for a lot of magazines and different newspapers as well. So that I used to do that shit. I used to be a game tester, man. Shit. I used to get paid $500 per game. That was the life, man. I was actually paid $500 a game. So I would play the game from back to front, finish, and I will play 5-6 games. I'll crack a game in like 5 days. Done, just to get the money in. So I was getting a lot of tax-free money. So I was good at it. But the thing is, I learned a lesson along the way. Game developers always put in things like, we call it fluff, the eye candy, visual eye candy, for you to distract you, to make you think that there's something worth exploring over there. Maybe this door leads to some treasure somewhere, maybe a Easter egg that you need to find, right? They're always going to put these kind of things in the game. Every game does it. Is part of game design. It's good game design. If you make a game predictable, it's a stupid game. But if you give a game elements of uncertainty, where a person can ask the question, could it have been that? Or could it be this? Why did I screw up? That's good game design. So body language is what I call a lagging indicator, and it's good in the game, but it's fluff. Why is it fluff? It is only useful under certain circumstances. Penalties. Body language is very good. Why? Before a penalty is being taken, you want to make sure the player is composed. Instead of nervous, nervous player will miss the penalty. Yellow card. Aggressive. Player's body language is saying it's aggressive. Maybe you want to take him off. You're leading by 2-0. Player is nervous. Maybe it's his first game. Maybe it's inconsistent. You see, his match rating is 6.6. Everybody else is 7.2. He might be nervous. Maybe he doesn't need to be taken off. Maybe he just needs a word of encouragement from you from the pitch, because you want to get him to get past the inconsistency attribute that is hidden in the game. So the thing about body language is a lagging indicator. It's a result of something that's happened in a tactic. It does not fix your tactic. This is something that is very, very important. The only reason body language is to help you to decide, maybe you want to use a shout, maybe you want to, maybe the player should be taken off, or maybe, a change is needed, or maybe this player should be benched for the next 5 games. Because sometimes players get complacent as well, right? You could be winning. Like, for example, body language is important for things like you're on a good run, right? You've been winning 5-10, you're top of the table. And then you look at the body language, suddenly your players have got complacency issues. That is when body language becomes handy, because that's a lagging indicator once again. Your tactic is doing well, your players are doing well, but your players are becoming complacent. Identify the players who are complacent. Now, what you do is during the course of the match itself, right, you get hard on those players. Halftime, be aggressive with your team talk, right? Be unpredictable with your team talks. So this is why, this is how you should be using body language in the game itself. Not too bad. We're not doing too bad, man. Does inverted winger like to curl ball? Yeah, the inverted winger has got likes to curl the ball with the outside of his foot. Yeah, that's a trait as well. Okay, so now we've done that. Okay. Oh, half time, right? We can go. You notice I don't analyze, but heck, we'll do this now. What page do I like? Actually, this is helpful to some extent. Okay, it is helpful to some extent. They're trying to control you see, this is their left side, right? This is their left side. Remember this. Okay, it's here as well. See this? Doesn't tell me much. It just tells me there's a lot of action happening on the left side of the pitch. We're on the right side of the pitch. They have a lot of work to do on the left side of the pitch. What? It makes sense. Look at our tactic. We are building play. We are attacking them on the right. So they're spending all their time defending. Look at now you got roles and duties. Now you can analyze the game. Now you can go and see, they got inverted wing on attack. He's trying to be creative, but he can't. They got 2 guys. These 2 guys are trying to work together. He's trying to unlock this flank. This DLP is going to try and unlock this flank. They got a Mazzala with a wing back, and this wing back is already in trouble because this Mazzala will go missing sometimes. Right? He will go missing sometimes because he's roaming. He's always stays wide during the transition. So this entire pocket is vulnerable. So this is the entire right pocket, right? The right pocket is being attacked by this guy, and this guy. So tactically, we're doing okay. Remember earlier I said this guy might be hoofing the ball. Well, apparently he's a no-nonsense central defender. So I actually had to worry about this because this guy doesn't think before he kicks. He just kicks long. Because like, hey, let's see how far I can kick the ball. Then that's all he does. Which is bloody annoying in the game. Okay, now I got a playmaker. So you got playmakers in the game. Halftime, right? So things that you want to do during halftime. Do you know your tactic, right? Who's your playmaker? First thing you check. You go to your players. My playmaker is... I just said you should know your player. I don't even know who he is. Jimenez. Okay. I have so many streams, guys, so please forgive me. All right, pass. Jimenez, where are you? There we go. You're looking for passes received and passes completed. If it's got good passes received and good passes completed, it means that A, people are finding your playmaker because that means his off the ball is really good. Now, if you can make passes, it also means that he's got good passing, good decisions, and what's more important, in high pressure tactics where you see another team pressing you a lot, it also indicates that he is not too bad on the ball, right? He's composed enough to make those passes. So we got 44 passes from him. Holy shit. But look at our fullback on the right. Passes completed 48. This fullback has been in the battle since day one. Right? So that's good. So he's got 41. He's received 45 passes. So he missed one of the passes, right? So he did receive one of the passes. This is very important. He's received 45 passes from everybody around him. So this is important. Just tells me where everyone... See, this is why... Remember what I said earlier about wall passing? Which is, I play narrow. When you play narrow, attacking with, this is what I mean by a wall pass. People are going to pass inside to look for a player. Look at the passes. Number of inside passes I have. This is an indication of my strategy to use wall passing is working very well because they're finding my playmaker. So my playmaker has been fun, but he hasn't played a single key pass, which is okay, you know. But he played one long diagonal just now, right? So instead, we've got a key pass coming from my halfback. Okay, that's not too bad. See, Galdames, Jimenez, they pass it to this guy there. Oh, that's not too bad. So there's a good partnership working. That indicates that I've got a good partnership, which is one of the reasons why when you play certain tactics, right? When you create a tactic, it's really important to look at your player traits and their attributes because attributes play a part here. So it's got passing 13, vision 12, and decisions 13. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, not phenomenal, but not too bad either, right? So it's pretty okay. He's a youngster, 24, still room to develop. Maybe, you know what I can do with him? For this league, he's a Mazala. Okay, what does this tell me? In this league, right, he's good enough to be a Mazala, which tells me that the game says that when it assesses all the players in this league, he is creative versus the rest of the league. That's a very interesting thing. So a deep line playmaker as well. Not too bad. So in both of these, he's actually damn fine good. When I play him at the bottom, they say he's also good enough to play as a deep line playmaker. That's his attributes. So what does this tell me now? In this league, he's good enough to be a DLP. Okay. So maybe I can train him to be one. Let's go to his development training. I do this in the middle of the game. So this is Galdames. I've been training him as a Segundo Volante on support, but playing him as a halfback. See, that's the whole strategy behind developing this player. So that those attributes improve. And I don't need a trait to get me to do those kind of... We don't need a trait to get him to do those kind of passes. He does those passes because his attributes are good enough. And so that's the analysis of that player. So that's one analysis that you want to do. The second one you want to do is something called interceptions. This is really important, guys. So very, very important. Okay. Interceptions are important for middle block systems. Anytime you're playing with a middle block or a high press, right, or high block, right, your interceptions goes way up because you don't want players to win by tackling. You want them to win by an interception. What's an interception? Interception is like winning the second ball, a header. You know, the ball comes, they don't have to tackle. You know, like what Virgil van Dijk was doing last season or this season. Okay, so these are interceptions. So who leads with interceptions? Defenders normally have a lot of interceptions, but I'm not paying attention to defenders. I'm looking at this. This is my inverted winger with 3 interceptions. That's amazing, right? That means we are doing well with the high press. This guy's got 1 interception, so we're pressing very, very well in the final third. That Galdame has had 1, he missed 1 interception. That's not too bad. This is a good indication. So it means that my middle block is actually working, and leading the way is actually the goal scorer himself. Okay, so I hope that part helped you guys out. Okay, so I'm gonna look at some of the questions right now. Arun Karthik, no streaming on Twitch. No, it's not that. I will still stream on Twitch. It's just that I wanted to do it on YouTube today. I just wanted to make. I'm gonna start like Monday or Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday. Mondays was turning into a Twitch stream where I basically wanted to play a game like World of Warcraft. I was getting bored, right? So I was thinking, man, I do it on YouTube since you guys are all here. So I thought do it on YouTube, and I got into this. So I was gonna do Velez, and remember you guys on Twitch from the Forest match. A lot of you came to me and asked me, how did you turn that season around, and what did you do to do it? So I thought I'd show you how I do an analysis of a game, because once you do it this way, I guarantee you don't have to change your method for FM 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 to 30. Because this method of analysis I've been doing since it was FM, since it was 2D FM. Yeah. Golden Zone. What should we expect in Action Zone when we play low, medium, and high block? How to know your block is successful? Interceptions. Because I was playing with the middle block, right? So I look for interception numbers, because I have to have interception numbers coming from these players. These guys, this group. I mean, this group is always going to get interceptions, but if they get high interceptions, it means that they are winning the second ball as well. So that's the number that you're looking for. Jimenez is Segundo Velez. Shouldn't the Trequartista? Nah, it doesn't matter, man, Bardock. Does not matter. If you got your traits right, if you understand the attributes, it's fine. Here I'm playing the tactic to the roles and duties and players as well. Like I'm using a Trequartista because I want that role. So I'll look for any player that can fit into that role, because the Trequartista, he drops deep, he's a bit more creative, and he busts the gut to get into the box. So I'm going for what the role brings to the table. Okay, now guys, okay, look what happened. The AI just changes for roles and duties. It swapped players. I don't know if you guys spotted it just a second ago. It just did it. Boom, boom, boom. So this is why this page is very important. Things are going to happen in the game, and this widget, if you have it up like this, it's going to give you a lot of information. It's exactly how I play fantasy draft as well. When I play against players in online matches, if I play against I've been playing a lot of these with you guys on Discord, right? So we have our regular one-on-one matches, and sometimes we have our competitions, right? So this is the page I'm on. This is exactly the page I'm on. I'm actually looking at your tactic. Right, I'm looking at what you're doing. Like sometimes your player will move forward. Like this guy is not vulnerable. That guy is so vulnerable. But guess what has happened? The AI is now since the change, right? What has the AI done? The AI has become more aggressive. It's pushed up higher. But I'm still playing the same way. I'm not changing, because I don't need to search for more goals. I just using safe passing styles to get the ball into the final third, and hopefully keep the pressure on them. We didn't win the second ball, but sheesh kebabs. This is not good. This is not good. I need to make a change soon. I have to make a change. You see? Can I be offside? I needed to make a change. I knew it. No. I knew I needed to make a change. Damn it. Get back. Okay. What are we gonna do? I've been talking and not making changes to my tactic. All right. Okay. I'm going to go wider, direct, take a chance with possession, take a bit of risk, and try and push the game. Yeah, I got a tactic already, right? So I got this. This is a bit more aggressive. It's going to go direct, it's going to go wide, but no, I don't want to use work ball into box. I may not even go with player or defense. This is a bit risky for me. So now I'm making a change. I have to see the first highlight. The major. Oh, first highlight is me attacking them. That's not too bad. Are we on extended? Still on comprehensive. Okay. See the second ball. Almada gets it. Okay. We're going to stretch them now. While lowering the tempo as well. Okay, second. Okay, come on guys. Get better on this. Okay, now I demand more. Now maybe I look at body language. Apprehensive. The defender is a bit apprehensive. Nervous. Okay. I should have demanded more. I should have gone encouraged. Oh, they're focused now. Okay, that's not too bad. Jimenez. Almada, nice. Kufre. Back to Gianetti. Come on, boys. Oh, lovely. Barrial. Galdame is the halfback. To the Volante. The Volante finds Gudara. Gudara tries. Oh, he beats the player. Oh, man, that was so nice. Yeah, they are getting tired. They're going to give up space. But I've gone very aggressive now. I mean, in terms of my width, right? So I'm taking a chance. I'm trying to drag this team apart because we have the possession numbers, but we are not taking advantage of it. There we go. Another good chance. Man, we should be scoring more goals. Okay. Monzon. Now we're looking at players and their... Oh man, what am I doing? I need to see their ratings now. Okay, good work. Gianetti. To Kufre. Let's go, boys. Ah! Wait, there's my tactics just changed right now, right? Okay. Let's look at the player ratings. Hey, my wife just came back. That was funny. That was fast. I'm not going to use analysis. My wife just got back, man. I just heard the door open. Okay, so we can have a widget right now. I can add the widget for Velez player ratings. Okay. See 6.4 on my striker. We got Louis Amarilla. Okay, it's not that fantastic, but this guy, Florent Monzon. 13 and 15, bravery 9, but not having a good game. Is it worth taking him off for this guy? It's not a major upgrade, so I might as well just keep him going. See that 6.4? The striker is the one not having a good game. Almada with the ball. Jimenez Kufre now. Gets us a corner. Okay, I'm going to go to extended highlights. Too many highlights for me to pay attention to. So I have to slim this down. Way too much information. Now information overload. I'm seeing too much. I just need to see my own transitions. I know what to expect, right? The striker is not playing well. The option is to get somebody off, bring somebody off the bench. But the problem is, don't really have much of an option from the bench. But I might have another option. Hold on. Robertone, Almada, come here. Okay, Almada, go Trequartista. Left flank, Buzat, come on. Okay, you come on the left flank. That is an option. Okay, he is even more dangerous. Attacking the box as a Trequartista. Corner. Buzat. Ooh, we almost got that in. No, I'm not. No, you don't turn off pass into space. I don't need pass into space at the moment. I don't need pass into space. All my chances are coming because of pretty decent shots. Oh man. Damn. They got scored from outside the box. Guys, can you see what is happening on the screen? Since the last update we've had from SI. This is fun. This is so much fun, man. SI, are you watching the show? Are you watching the show, SI? I've got a serious error was encountered and the application will now close. An error file has been generated because I knew that something was happening because suddenly the game started chugging like slowly and slowly. I was seeing these things. Apparently, if the AI scores against me, it's a crash. Game cancelled. I didn't know anything. Please accept our apologies for the inconvenience and visit technical support. You know, loud midi chlorian. Oh man, you're not a jinx, man. Come on, let's skip. Oh yeah, it just went. I'll just switch to the other screen now. Yeah. Even I don't know what to press, man. I'm like reacting to. You could see on my screens. Worst outcome to a goal ever. I know it is the worst outcome to any kind of a goal, man. I just crashed. That's amazing. It's a phenomenal. River Plate got robbed. It got robbed, but it wasn't by me. It was SI from the side coming in. Boom, sap. We got a plan for him, right? He says body language is useless. He says all this stuff is useless. You know what we'll do? Is he tied to our network? He is, right? Okay. This is SI Towers checking in. Let's send him. Ding! Crash my game. It's first time it's happened. Must be the new anti-loose system. Yep, it is I tell you, this is the anti-loose system. Have you ever seen my anti-loose system? Do you know that back in FM 18, right? Was it FM 18 or was it FM 17? If you use, there was one skin. Okay, that was to the community at large, right? And the thing about that one skin was this: if you pressed a certain, you brought the cursor to a specific spot on the screen and you pressed it, what would happen in the game? It would crash. Doesn't matter what you do, it will just crash. And I'm using the default skins. And we're back in this. I'm not gonna change that. I'm not gonna go in and do the same thing again. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I mean, basically, we're gonna just prepare for this game. All right, and then we're gonna come in here and do a balanced training schedule. And then we'll come in here and do lazy match prep. Where's lazy match prep? Okay, that's it. So yeah, let's see what I did before this game. Attacking shadow play. No attacking preparation. Match preparation. Let's do attacking movement. Let's do match preparation, defensive shape. Okay. Right, here we go. Keep the same tactic, do the same. Hey, the Mr. Pello, how are you, man? What tier do you use to get that crash? Yeah, I know. It's the hidden TI crash. There's a hidden button for TI crashes. Right. That was fast. That was the fastest crash ever. Okay, but we're back in now, very quickly. So the best part is, I've already explained everything to you guys right now, right? So I can go and play on key highlights. Okay, extended highlights. We don't have to do the slow the game down, explain everything to you guys, eh? Okay. So we play the same formation again. Get this. Quick pick. Right. So when Robertone, Barrel, Galdames, alright, these guys are fine. These guys are gonna take to the pitch. Let's go, man. Let's go. How are you doing in Italy? I hope things are better in Italy for you guys with COVID-19. Okay, submit the team. Done. Okay, Otto. Louis Amarilla, I was looking at him. He doesn't even have a shirt number. Time talk, aggressive. I expect a good result from the first leg. Opposition instructions. Hopefully our plan is gonna work. Kick off. Okay, now we go extended highlights. Okay, what if I'll just go comprehensive highlights, okay? Just to make sure that we see the same things. Highlight wise. Okay, Guidara inside the box, cuts inside. What is my low crosses? Okay. Almada with the corner. Ooh. Jimenez goes back to Kufre. Back to Jimenez. Oh, nice work. Crosses the box again. All right. Okay, tactic. We're gonna go to this wider. Remove one ball into box. Drag this team around. Barria with the ball. Guidara. Robertone. Jimenez the volante. Now we're pushing them, right, as much as we can. What else can I do? Actually, I can turn the overlap to an underlap. But tactically, we're doing okay. See how narrow they are defending? I mean, that's largely due to my pitch, right? What choice do I have? Crosses don't do very well. So for me, for my system, underlaps is much better. Pass into space is going to be useless right now because they're so deep, right? Half the time they are so deep. Because I think one of you said pass into space. Pass into space is only useful when there is space. If there's no space, pass into space is not very useful. Oh, shucks. Okay, now we're going to go switch out of this into sideline view. Okay, no more 2D because I prefer this view. I don't really like 2D. Our corner defend routines. This is important. This is so important. I need another player back during attacking corners. I got too many. Almada, go, 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 go. Come on, you need to sweet thing you. Come on, Almada. Oh, man. Okay, encourage the boys. Okay, Kufre with a long throw. Monzon's header. No more long throw nonsense. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Throw-ins. I don't want long throws. I hate long throws. Why do we have long throws in this game in the first place, man? Hey, Darko Dancheveski. Thanks for subbing to the channel. Okay, long throws are a waste of time. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to do this. We got this guy, we got this guy, we got this guy. That's enough. Okay. Why are there so many players inside this group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, one of these things is not like the other. I only got 10 players on the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at this, guys. What is he doing with the goalkeeper? What was the guy? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be hanging out with the goalkeeper tomorrow. So if you don't mind, that'll be a good thing to do. Okay, you play it short. That was hilarious, man. That was so funny. Yeah, short. Hey, thanks for subbing. Joshua Caesar Justinius, thanks for subbing to the channel. Welcome to the party. Yeah, I just noticed there are two in the goalkeeper position. I'm laughing my head off when I saw that. Okay, I like short. I love short throws. I don't do long throws. I think long throws is just a waste of time. This is so much better. Because if a long throw is defended really well, and you know, looking at my team, I got short. Remember the whole thing? We've got the shortest team ever. So there's no point. So guys, don't forget, if you like the show, hit the like button and then subscribe to the channel. I stream on Twitch. I do stream on Twitch as well, 3 times a week. Or I try to, or it might even be, I might be cutting those down. I play different games as well. Alright, so something is wrong with this picture. You know what it is? What do you think is wrong? Again, my corner routines, right? I'm attacking with too many players. I need to drop one player back. That's the only mistake that we're making right now with the corners, right? Guidara shoots again, the keeper. Come on, boys. This is good work. This is good work. Demand more. Almada with the corner. Galdamis hits. Okay, our corner routine is not doing very well. I'm not seeing a lot of bite in the corner routine. Okay, this guy is here, so the delivery, attack, near post. Yeah, this is okay. All right, this. Oh no, far post. Oh, you're taking it. You're coming out. You come back here. All right. Oh, you attack from edge. You come here. Far post, we got these two. No, not a striker. I'll send a defender here. What's your jumping range? 12. My goodness, you're not winning anything tomorrow. Okay, your jumping range is 13. Okay. I'll put you here. Put you there. Okay. DMC come here. AMR is here. DMC is here. No wonder. Because one of my takers, right? One of them is a taker. So we got 3 now. Okay. Right, we saw our corner routines were not so well. We're not doing well with our corner routines. Okay. Alright. Things are getting a bit better now. So the analysis is happening without anything else, right? I'm not looking at anything else. I could also go inside here. Here I'll probably like here. I like to look at pass combinations, right? So you can see my link up play is pretty solid. Right, this is my wingback on the left line. This is my goalkeeper. This is my wingback. See how high up the pitch we're controlling play on the left line. This is, remember what I said earlier with my tactic. If you're watching the tactic, you'd have remembered I was talking about overloads, right? Building it on the left and then using it to attack on the right, because the right side will not have a lot of these attacking patterns at all. So this is working quite nicely. Passes completed, not interested. Okay, so I'm just looking at all this. So that's the passes. That's the only thing I'm looking at. Alright, the other thing I'm probably going to look at is shots. Shots, there we go, shots. Remove this. Okay, shots on goal from Velez, off target. There's only have 1, but it's inside the box. What is this? Yeah, set piece. So far we haven't created anything exciting from inside the pitch, from inside the 6-yard box yet. So we have to, there's still time. No need to panic yet. This is much better. This is much better with our corner routines. Yeah, okay. I am thinking of doing short corner routines as well, because originally we did short corner routines with this team. Alright. We were doing quite well with short corner routines for a really long time. Yeah, I like the defenders, they're covering they're going ball side. Okay, I forgot, we're short. This is not going to help me very much. So we come in here. We'll send this guy, asking him to play it short. Right. Send this guy here. Ask this guy to play it short. Okay, done. Okay, we got a throw now. Short throw. It's offside. Do you start on 2D to see a transition? Yeah, I did. I started on 2D. But I saw my transitions, then I switched it over to 3D, because 3D will tell me other information, a lot of pertinent information, like the kind of chances I'm making. Are they headers or are they passes? You know, are they with the feet? Are they crosses? So if I get a lot of crosses, then it's like I'm gonna be so pissed. So that was nice. He came into the box, but attempt was blocked. Okay, we're getting a lot of chances inside the box. No, there was no red card, man. You alt tapped on me. You alt tap on me? You alt tap on this show? I'm so hurt, man. Okay. Okay, look, that was supposed to be short, right? It's one of the reasons why I don't like short so much. Because short corner routines, sometimes they don't play short. So it's very annoying. Gandame is again trying a long shot. So it's all us controlling the match. Again, you have the option to play short, it doesn't want to. This is the reason why sometimes his corner routines are so bloody annoying. Right? He goes short, he doesn't take it short. So might as well just go far post and near post. So annoying. But ooh, nobody there to slip. Pass into space is not pass behind it's long passes into space. Just doesn't necessarily mean behind the defense, but into space. It could be behind the defense, but typically it's into the channels, right? And it's only exists if there's like in between players, that kind of a pass, right? Because the game defaults to pass to feet. So on default, it plays pass to feet. So everybody's trying to pass to the feet, except for the players who've got the instruction, right? If you go to the instruction here, now if you see this, it means that this player will pass to feet or pass into space. Situational for him. But the moment he's going to pass into space, he's going to Start playing risky passes. Right, not too bad. First half, basically, we've been controlling this match. I've been trying to break them down, but I'm not willing to remember the situation, guys. Velez is way better than us, right? We are... Sorry, River Plate are way better than us. So, yeah, I could easily succumb if I decide to be too bold. Right now, this is as bold as I want to play. Good. That's exactly the corner routine I wanted. At least, I mean, ideally I wanted it short. But like, we did so well in the first season when we were playing it short. But if I can't, then at least do that. Man, we're getting a lot of these set pieces, man. I hate this. Guys, we can't really leverage on set pieces. We're just not tall enough. We don't have anybody here who can do that. Robertoni plays a really good ball to Barria. Barria looks up, finds Almada. Almada takes it down, looks for a chance. Oh, that was good football. Okay, demand more from the boys. Hey, Captain Hawk! YouTube time! Yes, it is YouTube time. How are you, man? Thanks for popping in all the way from Twitch. I'm glad you guys saw the message. Now, if you guys, hopefully, if you guys... Oh, man, I went to the gym today. I got a cramp in my leg. Ow! 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 Oh, shit. My leg cramped up. Ah, fuck. Ah. Ow. Yes, I haven't been working out for like a few months, right? Because of COVID. So I finally go back to the gym. I'm using a... Oh my god, what a goal! Did you see that? I'm in pain, but what a goal! Ow! 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 Oh, that's a great goal, but I'm in pain! Shit! I went to the gym. What a goal! Almada, you sweet, bloody, lovely guy. There's a fullback on attack. Come on! Ow! Aren't you on Twitch? Hey, Radinios. No, I prefer YouTube because give me cramp again. I'm on Twitch because I'm on YouTube because I'm stretching my leg, guys. Sorry for this, but I've got a cramp. I pulled a muscle. Went to the gym. Now I've got to change the tactic. Hold on, guys. We gotta change the plan. Quick. Hopefully, we don't lose the plot. Okay. Okay, guys. We've taken the lead, right? So now I'm going to try and go back to controlling the game. He points to the spot. Unbloody believable. I knew that was good. Oh, man. Yeah, I did leg day today. Oh, man. Oh. This is so annoying. Okay. I got to go back and... Okay, I'm not going to change it around right now. We're going to keep this display first. We did everything right. We did everything right, right? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going back to the old one. Okay, going direct, lower tempo. Why do I go direct? Why do I lower tempo, direct, and go wide? Because I'm using the direct passing to create the pace inherent. Like just now you saw the ball switching or slowly build up play, get the place into the right position, and boom, the guy sends it to the opposite side of the pitch. That's exactly what I'm aiming for. Is YouTube a definitive situation or temporary? No, I'm definitely going to be streaming on YouTube as well. Yeah, 100% streaming on YouTube. I find that YouTube streams are better in terms of quality. Two YouTube streams, everybody can watch it, right? No, and I mean, I will still be streaming on Twitch, the 100%, but definitely going to do at least one stream a week on YouTube. Especially when I do some of these kind of shows, right? There's a goal, and this goal is how do you analyze a game? And if I done it on Twitch, I have to re-edit the whole show. I have to edit the whole show, like from back to front. I got to do the whole thing. So now I'm thinking I don't have to edit the show. It's on YouTube anyway, so I don't have to go and re-edit the show. And furthermore, these kind of shows where I do these kind of topics, right? You cover these kind of topics. If I do that on Twitch, they disappear after 60 days. They're gone, never to be seen again. So I thought I'd do it here. Using early dig steal with season part by change Trequartista CM. Yeah, we can definitely use a Trequartista CM on attack. Or you can change it to CM on attack with dribble more and roam as well. Or you can remove the dribble more if you're not comfortable. But the most important thing there is the roam. You want roam, and then you want to get the traits as well. Gets into the opposition area. That is a very important trait, and drops deep, which is the reason why I wanted Trek. You want him dropping deep to support the two midfielders, and then gets into opposition area because he will also drive into the opposition. Gudara again, Barrial. Oh, Monzon! We are playing well. We should be smashing this team. We should be smashing them. Just a defensive error at the back earlier. That's it. Now remember the situation. Velez, River Plate are the best team, right? This is a competition that we want to win. We are not expected to win it anyway, but see how did we do it? The direct low tempo, waits for people to get up the pitch, and then we switch play. And smash it again. Oh, Barrial. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Short pass all the way. Oh, it's offside. What's my camera setting? Which camera? The game? Here? Minimum camera height, maximum zoom. You like this view? It's my favorite view. Well, so far, so good. I mean, it's 1-1. If we lose, maybe the game will crash again. They've changed to a shorter, but they see what the AI is doing. It's shorter passing style. Wants to keep the ball. It's like the games. The AI will do the same thing too. Almada with the ball. Back to who's this? Kufre, come on. Cross the ball. Another corner. Man, we have had so many corners in this bloody match alone. Velez 1, River Plate 1. Velez looking for the winner. Robertone, Abraham, Galdames, back to Jimenez, to Barrial again. Barrial, yeah. The only way we're going to break this team is if they want to come. Look at that, 18 versus 1 shot. We are one stupid schmucking penalty. That's it, all they needed. And knowing the game, let's defend this. My players are terrible in the air. They're also wasting time. Come on, go Almada. Go Almada. Go Almada. Go Almada. Go Almada. You stop by Montiel. Guidara. I need to get my Velez cheers, man. Jimenez. What a hitter. Come on, boys. That's it. Breathtaking second half. They only had 2 shots. See, aggressive. Far from pleased, man. Far from pleased. Not interested. 1-1 draw. We should have won that game. Alright. So, next match. Do I spend any time on analyzing? Could he have done better? No, it's just finishing in the box. We did lower tempo. Didn't work. The boys these are the best players I have in the team. So there's only so much I can expect from this team. Yeah. Maybe what I could have done anything differently? Get a better striker. That's it. Yeah, to become better at this, just a better striker. So, would I analyze this game? There's nothing to analyze. We played well. Possession was solid. We had a lot of shots. Quite a few shots from inside the box. I can go in and take a look at it, but a lot of the we don't do very well with headers. That's the only thing that is our weakness, man. So what was my game plan? Why am I not utilizing the short corner? I was using the short corner earlier. I did start with the short corners, right? But the problem for me, none of the short corners worked. So every time I had a player there to take the short corner, I put another player there with him. They just hoof the ball. So I'm looking at my set pieces, corners, attack, right? Look at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back inside here. Okay. Play a shot. I might even do this now. Okay. Play something like that. Right. So and who's this guy? DMC, go back here. Alright, because he's taking. Striker, attack from the edge of the box. Alright, so this is short. Okay. Left. I'm hoping that this works this time because just now it did not work. It's very, very annoying. Okay. Because just now when we were using the short corner routine, because it was missing so many times, it was leading to a counter attack. So I modified my tactics slightly so that we keep the ball now. So I was more concerned about losing the ball and being sucker punched into a counter attack, or worse still, one of my fullbacks has to defend the counter and ends up picking a yellow card, which have been a big problem for me. Okay, so we're going back to preferences, right? You know, I think this one, for this save, I haven't done it, have I? Advanced, most common, interface, I think. Yeah, continue game out instant, confirm. There we go. I don't have to press the button anymore. Press it itself. Does changing team instruction every time I match? Of course not. It doesn't confuse your players. Team is okay. Look at it this way. Team instruction in the game is just like play managers on the sidelines going play wider, play narrow, cut inside. Yeah, they do that all the time. For your information, the AI does the same thing. The AI changes team instructions and even changes tactics as well. When I played against Foresters, when I was on my Forest save on Twitch and I was playing against Bielsa, he started with a 4-2-4, scored a goal and switched to a 4-1-2-3. Yeah, that's not even changing team instructions, it's changing a tactic completely. So yeah, changing team instructions does not confuse the team. Don't worry about that. What confuses the team is going to be other things, right? So don't worry about that. Okay, we got the players back. Got Buzat, Robertone, Almada, Gorno. Are you fit? Yeah, last game you play. Barria for Buzat, that's fine. Centurion, I have. Wow, these are the youngsters. Okay, Bogado was a youngster. All these are youngsters. Alright, so what are we playing in? Suka, the league. It's got a league match now. Alright, schedule. We're gonna rest our players because we're coming off this 4 days later. We have to play the big match. This is very important, right? I like this because this gives you a short-term bonus. So you want to make sure that you see as many of these as possible, and you get this from match preparation activities. They all give you a match bonus. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play with I'm gonna rest a lot of the players. I'm gonna play Guido, Bogado here. Almada will be rested. Danny DeVito will play here instead of Abraham. The DM positions I'm gonna rest our friend and gonna rest this guy, Jimenez. Our fullbacks, this is important because they keep bombing up and down the pitch all day long. This guy is right. I might lose this game. That's fine. What I don't want to do is lose a player before the final of the next match. So Kufre is really important. So let's see if I can give another player a chance to play. Okay, so what have we got? We've got Delena and Ortega, who is obviously very pissed off that he's not playing. So we'll give it to Ortega. Alright, that's it. Total change in the lineup except for Robertone. No, Robertone, I think I got Ricky Alvarez. I think I can play him here. Almeida, Oyada, Barrial. Okay, that's it. Ojeda, passing vision decisions. Nah, not good enough. Ricky's on loan. Man, unavailable. Deal. Crash, Cram, and FM is my solo. You go to Netflix and chill. Haha, Roy Kayla, thanks, man. Yeah, bloody hell, went to do a workout. My wife was so happy today, right? You finally using a gym membership. So I got a trainer as well. So my trainer was he looked at me and said, you have been working out for a long time, we'll take it easier, right? So yeah, I get a cramp. So that at least good news, I got a cramp. So I'm happy actually. That means it worked well. Yeah, the game against Bielsa did not end 4-3. It ended one-sided. I lost that match 4-1, I think. I just got hammered. I tried coming back against him, I just couldn't answer. Bielsa's a tactical genius in that game. Looking Galdames better not get carded, man, this game. Pass into space is just risky. It doesn't matter whether you're playing a wide attacking width or not. It's just risky, right? I can, like, for this game, for example, right? If I wanted to, I could just go like this. Take a chance, right? With some of my players. What I can do right now is push. Don't give them some space. And then go wide. Lots of space. And then go direct and higher tempo. Now I'm taking a lot of chances. But this is another setup for the tactic, right? So this is a bit more of an aggressive setup. Now the first one that I just did was a patient build-up. Right? Without having to do any of that. Right? This, now what I've just changed to is a more aggressive version, which is really useful if a team wants to attack me and give me space. Right, so, but I cranked it up by playing wider as well, so I can switch the ball from flank to flank as well. But I might give the ball away, but we'll see. Because they're playing with a 4-1-4-1, there's not a lot of space in their formation. The only way I'm going to get the space is against if I play a middle block and let them come and play. But this, it's not a middle block. This is a high block. So I'm literally camping and trying to pass into space, which is not a very good idea. But hell, this is like, hopefully they don't score from one of those two, man. How does a manager like you manage team squad depth, like who to sell and who to purchase like that? Michael Landros, how do I decide who to buy and sell? Okay, right. First thing you want to do is understand your tactic. Understand the strengths of your tactic. Which are the key positions on the pitch? Right. This is the same thing real managers like Klopp does, right? Klopp looks at his tactic and goes, the biggest, most important thing for Liverpool are in fact, the most important players in Liverpool's tactic are actually not the strikers, they're the fullbacks. So he needs his fullbacks available and he needs options. He needs to be able to rotate his fullbacks and he has to think about the future as well. Now, so it's important for me to develop them and to look for options to rotate them as well. So that's when I look at squad depth. So the squad depth is key players on the pitch that you rely on. Then you got to look at your creative players. Like, for example, is there a creative spark in your team that you need to build a team around? Liverpool's weakness in the Liverpool side is actually they don't really have one, except for Jordan Henderson, right? So they went and signed Thiago Alcantara. Now that signing is a huge signing for Liverpool because this means that Liverpool finally have a player as good as maybe Xavi in his prime, and they have now a player who can pass the ball, keep the ball, and do something with the ball. So this frees up Jordan Henderson to be played up higher on the pitch. Now, if I'm looking at this tactic, I'm looking at Galdames, my volante. My volante is critical. You see how he will have to bring the ball around. He's like a hook. He's not as important, but as a trequartista. But I need a second option in this tactic. I don't have a second option for him. I've got a young player called Mauro Piton, but I will start looking for options for that segundo volante role in the long run. So that becomes the second priority. So I have to look for players I can sign. Now, this is the second part. When do you actually sign them, right? Do you sign them straight away? Of course not. If your player, look at the age first. Now, if your player is 22, 21, then your chances are you're going to be using him until he's 34. So there's plenty of years left in him. So what you're looking for is a rotation. You're looking for somebody to come off the bench and, give him a break, right? So then you're looking for a second player who's either just as good or willing to be developed. Then you keep those two. So then maybe the only time you sign another one is if you need the second option, you need a rotation option. But if you already have a second option, a rotation option, then what you do is you sign a youngster once every 4 seasons. Or when your main player is at the age of, say, 29, that's when you sign him. That's when you bring him in. Because if he's 17 years old, then you've got another 3 seasons to develop him. So you got to think about bringing him in the 3rd season. So that's you're building a squad. So you can do that quite easily in the game. But if you do something like this, you have a very concrete plan with squad building. You can end up building a team around a DNA. You can end up with so many options in this game. It's just insane the amount of options you have. I mean, I think I have this passion project right now, right? Where I'm trying to develop as many Trent Alexander-Arnolds in the game as possible. Okay, so I've got so many now, right? I've got fullbacks, playmaking fullbacks with my Porto save. I got playmaking fullbacks in my Liverpool save. I got playmaking fullbacks in this as well. I have a playmaking fullback that I'm developing. Then I've got a playmaking fullback with my AC Milan save. Every single save, I've got one or two playmaking fullbacks now. This is a passion project of mine, FM20. So if you can do that as well, that would be cool. So, yeah. So that becomes part of your whole cycle to plan. Not a very long answer, but yeah. I noticed on corners your players will pass it short if the shot receiver was not being closed down, marked by a defender. Yeah, probably. Now they are marked by a defender, so what to do? They have improved somewhat against me. So the corner taker makes a decision immediately not to play it short. But I actually want him to play it short. I don't care if you're being closed down. Just play it short. That's Guido Mary's daughter, Faye, trying to shoot that goal. God's power. How are you, man? Okay. Hopefully the cramps have decided to leave my body now. So far, I'm feeling a bit more comfortable. No cramp now. That's good news. That's good news. Jesus Christ. Just the cramp was so bad. I was like, we scored a goal and I was actually in pain. That's never happened. All right, guys, enough of this comprehensive highlights. I don't really enjoy this. I'd rather play on extend because personally, my games are played on key highlights. I never play on comprehensive. I mean, I do at the start of a season. I do when I go through a bad run, right? I do because I want to see my transitions. So that's how you analyze the tactic. You got to look at the transitions, identify the transitions back to front, starts from your keeper, ends with a shot on goal. You don't see that, something's wrong with the tactic. Go fix it. Where did it break down? Identify that point where it breaks down. And then hopefully, you solve it. How do you solve it? Was he supposed to pass the ball? Did he have no options? Look at duties. Look at the player. Maybe you're playing him the wrong role. Or maybe, like, for example, sometimes you play the wrong role in a certain position and you can concede a goal, like the Mazzala just now. I am not a big fan of using a Mazzala in a 2-man midfield, for example. Oh, it's a penalty. Hey, Guido. Strikerless daughter has won us a penalty, and guess who's gone up? My goalkeeper. Yeah. What am I doing? Send my goalkeeper up. This is one of those Mickey Mouse tactics. One of those Mickey Mouse fun saves I have, right, with Velez. I mean, seriously, I've got a short-ass team, so I decided to do everything that you're not supposed to do. So I put a keeper there to shoot as well, take penalties. What a free kick that turned out to be. We're having so much fun. I just don't do it, I mean, I do it in my saves, but I do it on Twitch because people won't believe me if I say I do it, right? So I purposely do it on Twitch just to have fun. I can tell you one thing, God's power. There is a definite difference between a playmaker's movement and a trequartista's movement. Yeah, one thing I find with the trequartista is I get the first thing you see with the trequartista, the drop deep. There, he will drop very deep. Right, he almost drops to the same level as midfield. The playmaker sometimes does the same thing as well. Now, the thing I don't like about the playmaker, okay, this is what I don't like about the playmaker, is whenever the ball goes to the playmaker, sometimes the play slows down. Especially even when you're playing on lower tempo settings. Oh, sorry, on high tempo settings, it slows down. So I don't like to play a playmaker. Secondly, the game knows that you're using a playmaker too. So playmakers get closed down automatically by OIs. So they might get hard tackled as well. So I don't want that either. So that's one of the reasons why I use a trequartista. Trequartista escapes all those things. My second favorite role in the AMC slot is actually the shadow striker. The third role is actually AMA, right? With Rome. And then finally, push comes to shove, and I really force into it, I'll use the playmaker. You want to use a strikerless formation. What is the most important? Strikerless formation, the most important thing about strikerless formation is not to play with a maximum line of engagement. Because in a strikerless formation, right, your line of engagement is important. So you want to draw a team out so they can hit them on the break. So you're looking at playing maybe your higher line of engagement, but you want to win the ball. You want to aggressively win the ball. So you're looking at Bielsa marking styles in your tactic. So that's what you want to set up to do. Bielsa marking systems. Right, so that's what you should set out how you should set your tactic up. Like, tight marking, specific position marking, and then having attack duties that can run forward, having a player in the middle of your the AM trident of players that can hold up the ball for you and play it on for others to run off him, right? Stuff like that. Those are the things that you want. All right, guys, we are coming close to our reverse fixture against Club Atletico River Plate. This is happening soon. What are your favorite managers in world football? In the world, you always need a solid preseason. I'm one of those guys that believes a good preseason is going to set you up brilliantly for the rest of the season. So I am a very big fan of playing your preseason. But once you figure out your tactic and how to play and who's going to be playing in the tactic itself, then you actually don't need to be playing every single match anymore. I won't holiday mode, but I definitely will manage the matches because I want to rotate my players. So yeah. Okay, so we got this set up. We're playing at home against them. So we're traveling for this game. So I'm not going to start out aggressively. I'm going to be, again, very patient. But I could push higher. No, we won't. We'll just do this first. What I'll do is this. Okay. This is priority, but we're gonna do this. Hit early, pass into space. Yeah. I'm going to assume they're going to come at us right at the off, right? So that's what we're going to do. No player or defense. Okay, here we go, guys. Wish us luck. My favorite managers in world football, I've got a few, right? I won't say... I like Antonio Conte. I like Simeone. For plenty of reasons. Simeone, I love him because of his, the kind of manager that is. I love managers a lot in the game. So I love managers who are able to extract maximum effort from their players. Also, because when he does his interviews, right, into the camera, he talks like this. He's just the same attitude I have. Like, he'll talk to the ground. He just doesn't talk out, even when he's a translator. Tactically very astute manager. He gets the best out of his players. So, Carl, see the pitch, right? You remember my pitch? Look at their pitch. Their pitch is like built for space. They're gonna have a lot of crosses in this game. Holy cow. My pitch is like, the moment I saw all that space, I went, oh boy. Okay. Hang on, guys.
Yeah, that's my wife. I just want to say hi to her. Oh, she just had a shower. So guys, guess what? This stream is coming to an end after this after this match. I'm gonna run to my wife. It's not that I love you guys, but I haven't seen my wife. So my wife just came back. This is when the wife comes, but the kids are not here yet. So it's me, and my wife. Right. I meant for you now that you're starting to work out. Oh, preseason? What do you mean preseason? Oh, yeah. Oh, sheesh. I just lost Armada. Damn it. Potential foot injury. Oh, yeah. I got preseason, right? I'm working out now. Yeah, man. I need to... My trainer is going... I'm going to ease you into this preseason. Yeah. So it's been tough. It's been quite a lot of fun. With underlap instruction, does it reduce the amount of crosses your wingback makes and still look for an inside pass? Yeah, he looks for more inside passes. There are less crosses coming from him. There are more passes, and there's more diagonal passes like that. And you'll see a lot more passing inside options, because there's usually more than one option right inside. Whereas on when you have overlap, there's only one option, and that's the guy there. That's the reason why we don't play our defense. Now, come on, guys. Oh man, penalty given. Oh yo, no. I was just joking. I didn't want you taking the penalty. Oh my god. It was just a joke. He scores. It was just a joke. He scores. I didn't want him to take the penalty. I was like, no, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. He's gone. He's really done it. And he scores. Oh my god. My pre-seasons are usually crazy with transitions and good goals, but entry season proper, I get quite a lot of draws in some 1-0s. Advice, well, you have to have plan A, plan B, plan C in pre-season. That's where you're developing. So notice my tactics are plan A, plan B. What do I do? Plan A, I want to keep the ball. I play narrow, right? So I keep the ball a lot. Then plan B is, like I started this game. This is actually my attacking version of the tactic, which is I'm willing to take a lot of risks with this tactic and throw it forward. So there's a lot of it that comes from understanding what team instructions actually do in the game, like going wide and direct. So I'm using the width of the pitch to my advantage. So I have a plan to use that. If I want to keep the ball after this, right, we're leading by 1-0, but I won't do it now because we're still putting a lot of pressure on this team, right? So I'm going to keep this pressure up because it's forcing them on the back foot. But once I've taken this 2-goal lead, in about the 60th minute, I'm going to go into my consolidation style, which is I'm going to keep the ball, right? And I'm going to pass it around, but I'm not playing on that, I'm not playing this crazy football anymore, right? So no more risks. That's it. These guys, they might take risk. I could leave this as well because we are playing fairly narrow, so my players are close enough for us to pass the ball, right? But we're going direct with a slightly higher tempo, which is kind of taking advantage of the space that is on the pitch because there's a lot of space. I might not want to do this now. But you see what has happened at the back here? They've got two wing backs on attack. If I wanted to be more analytical about this, I could just go into the formation now and take a look at their formation. You see, I don't want to do this in the game because I don't like to do this. It tells me the roles and duties. You see, I'm ignoring it, but you guys can see it, right? So I'm not going to look at it. You guys can see it, so my eyes aren't there. So whatever you see, enjoy yourselves. Because if you see like a wingback on attack or maybe a wingback and a striker on attack on one flank, immediately you play hit early cross, play wider, direct, higher tempo. You take that flank apart, maybe run a defense. Now I'm going to try and find my mouse. Go look there. Where's the pitch? Okay, I don't see you. So I want to keep on playing because I don't like, there's too much information, but the tactical analysis, this is as much technical analysis that you need to do. Because once you know your tactic, right, you don't need to do so much. Like you don't need to look at all the small little things. Like for example, right now, right, teams. Interceptions. This is something that's going to be important, right? So I look at my players, I look at interceptions. And this tells me who's getting most of the interceptions on the River Plate. So you can go to the teams here, interceptions. All the interceptions are happening. For Velez, these are defenders. Look at the number of interceptions we're having. No, remove the shots. These are shots. Okay, so done. There's no more shots now. Okay, no more shots. I see no shots, ma. This is definitely an interception. So you see all these interceptions. We've got 3 final third interceptions, which is quite good, right? And down the flanks, these are my strikers, my forward players. So this must have been an attacking transition. Look at River. Most of their interceptions are all in their third. They only got a few here. So their interception is not very high of the pitch, but this is something I should be concerned with because they're intercepting this flank, which is very attacking. And this is only thing you want to ignore is the minute, right? Because it's wrong. I told SI this many times. This is not in this. It's 37th minute. Oh, okay, they were right actually. 37 minutes one. Okay, he won one. So the breakaway. Then this one again. There's another one here. 47th minute. They got 138. So lately, the last couple of minutes, 38th minute, they've had 2 interceptions here. Right. So 2 interceptions down this flank. This is my left flank that they've taken advantage of, and this probably happened during a throw-in. So things you want to pay attention to. I could like I can drop him to a support duty now. Alright, to take it's gonna be a problem on my right flank. Why? Because I might have a problem later. Have I ever used the shoot on sight instructions? Yeah, I have, but very, very rarely. Very rarely. No, I haven't done a shoot on sight in like, if out of the, maybe if you go to count like 100 games, I think I've only used it once. See, now that's the fullback, right? This is, this is bad, man. Buza is going to be sent off. Oh, shit, he's been sent off. If I had a fullback there, he wouldn't have been sent off. That's 2 players sent off now. Okay. So we're going to do this now. Alright, he's still a fullback on attack. Okay. We're going to stay this way. We're going to play this. Play like this. Advance forward on attack. Okay. Inverted winger on support. I can't do that. This is too defensive. Okay, so we're going to stick like this. Inverted winger on attack. Monzon. Buzard has been sent off, man. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Guido or Robertone. So Guido is going to come on now for Robertone. Yeah, okay. No pass into space. See, this is the risk I took just now. Confirm changes. Now we're able to grind out this win. There's going to be a lot of pressure from them now. Oh, okay. No worries. Okay. Play simple, right? Don't play stupid football. So I took out the pass into space. Definitely the game thinks that is a good move on my part, which is the reason why the next highlight is actually a goal, right? So you have to look at the correlations in this game, because after all, this is what we call a simulation in the game, right? It simulates what it thinks your instructions and the plays you have on the pitch are going to result in the game. That's what it does. So whenever you make a change, you have to pay attention to the next highlight. It's very important, because if your change comes and you're playing on maybe extended highlights and you see the AI getting a shot at your goal, it means your change wasn't a good change. Right? So don't think that maybe after 15 minutes or so things will improve. No, it won't improve. All right, so not bad, man. We got to the home of River Plate. We are 10 men down. We're down by 10 men down. Seriously, we're down to 10 men. And we're still holding the fort, guys. Barrel is away. He's going. He says, give me the ball. I'm holding the ball. And it's a free hitter for Fake Guido. Oh, boys. At this very, very moment in time, we got to pause. Guys. Right. You know why? Because I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together, man. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. We're back in it. Okay, let's carry on with the game. Oh, man. River Plate, the favorites of this competition, the team that's expected to win the title, they have been completely demolished. And all we did, this is how I do analysis in a game. Right? This is all you need to do. You keep it simple. Something that you can match, something that you can enjoy. Right? This is as much analysis that you need to do. Body language. Did I look at body language once in this game? No, I didn't. You don't need to. Body language is a lagging indicator. Usually, if you're looking at body language, then if you want to use that as an indication whether your tactic needs to change or not, it's a bit too late, guys. It's a bit too late. It's always too late. So you don't need to. But maybe body language in that particular case might have helped. Maybe the guy was maybe the player was already very aggressive. But that I didn't need to see that. That what he did just now was a tactical thing. It's tactics. That's the reason why. Remember, I was playing pass into space with direct, so I gave away the ball, and Buzat, he felt he needed to make a challenge, and he made a stupid challenge, so we paid the price. And we're just sitting down here now waiting for. I don't know if this is the final. It might be the final. Guidara gives the ball away, and then we come back. Prato, Fernandez out to Casco. Halfback. No, man. Diego Loriente is a good signing. This is a good move. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the champions. We have beaten the one. We have beaten the only. We have gone to the home of River Plate, and we took it away from them. We went to their house and we have robbed them. I feel so evil, man. This is evil. This is me being evil. Oh, man, we did this amazingly with 10 men, and we had to play 40 minutes of this game down to 10 men against them. This is just crazy, man. If I have a fullback with poor crossing dribbling, do you think underlap will work better? Okay, underlap is he'll have to have good composure though. Right? Does he have good composure? He'll pass inside, but does he have options to pass inside as well? It's not something that he'll just do, right? So, like, if he overlaps, then he has to go down the flanks, he has to get away, and he's got to try and score a goal. Sorry, I put in a cross. What am I saying? He's not going to try and score a goal. But just remember what underlaps do. Underlaps, focus your crossing and your passing in a different direction than overlap does. But it's not a bad option. If he's got poor crossing and dribbling, then yeah, it could help. But make sure he's got at least good passing, right? He's still going to try the cross occasionally. He's still going to try and do that diagonal, but try to see if he can maybe play somebody behind him, like I do in my tactic. I have a halfback behind this fullback. I know he's not very solid defensively, so he bombs forward quite a lot, and we take the risk. So in my particular case, my fullback isn't that good. He's quite weak. So what I did was I put him on an attack duty, knowing full well that flank is always going to have an issue. And I actually went even further with that by saying, okay, fine, since I can't really expect you to do a really good job defensively, why not just have a double attack, play a halfback, take the risk? Why don't you just concentrate on, we just keep applying pressure on that flank, which is what we've done with this team, right, with River Plate. And we have won the cup. The one and only true cup, which until to this day, I have absolutely no idea what this cup actually means, but we have won a cup. I think it's the Europa. I'm not sure, but let me just check, right, what cup this is before we go. The Sudamericana final, Recopa Super Sudamericana. We've won that. Yay. Okay. Then our next cup to go after is the Copa Libertadores in Group D. So we got a chance. So once this season is over, they go into a break, right? And then after that, we're going to be in the Copa Libertadores. And I'm going to be bringing that to you guys on YouTube as well. So we're going to be continuing this on YouTube. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank all of you because you guys have been fantastic. I don't know why the headset was on because I didn't even have music. Seriously, the crazy things I've done today. So I want to thank all of you for coming in. And I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank all those who subscribe to the channel as well. And yes, I do. If you like the show, please hit the like and the subscribe button. And don't forget, I also stream on Twitch 3 times. I'll try and stream on Twitch as much as I can. But at least here, the shows don't end up in the trash heap right after a few weeks, a few months. That's the sad thing. So yeah. I know Libertadores is going to be very hard, very, very hard. But, you know, we may not go through, but we're going to do our best. There are too many good Brazilian sides in the Libertadores. But if we get a chance to, yeah, who knows? I'm not aiming very high. We've already won the Copa Sudamericana. We're the champions of the Copa Sudamericana, which is like, I think, their equivalent of the UEFA Cup, whatever. I'm not too sure. Then I've also won the Copa Sudamericana, which is, I think, another wonderful trophy. And now I'm in the Copa Libertadores and also gunning for a league title with the shortest team in the land, which is kind of crazy, man. So once again, thanks for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please hit the like, the subscribe button. Stay notified, especially reminders. This is how we're going to do it in the future. I'll do a build up to the show. All you need to do is you set your reminders for the live stream and then we'll shoot on with the live stream. Okay, guys? So you guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.